playing too much. And we're live.
No.
And we're live.
And we're alive. No, it's really good, mate. To be fair, you put some lovely bits of football together, Paul.
I honestly think that was the best we've played all season.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Do you know what? Nearly every team's doing that against Chelsea. Like, every team has been playing shit or not good. They play against Chelsea and go, "That's the best we've played. We're fucking smashing." Arsenal, that's the best Arsenal played all year when they beat Chelsea.
Yeah, I honestly think that like our attack was just perfect, and we didn't need any strikers because the midfield were just being creative amongst themselves. You know, there was no one who played the full 90 minutes as a striker. I think everyone has kind of had a turn of being up front, you know.
Yeah.
I really like Foden as well. Who was it said the other day about Foden? Like, he's really grown on me. Like, I like him anyway. He's got real qualities, but even the way he took his goal, it's almost like he was a bit cheeky. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like he weren't going to go for it, and he just flicked it. It was like, goal.
He's a class player, isn't he?
Yeah, he's really good. I like him.
And like the thing is, like with Phil Foden, like Pep knows how good he is. If he's scoring goals, like it was like a no look goal, like he just flicks it in, and he was in the right place at the right time. He was confident enough to know he's scoring, but he got an assist as well. Like he needs to be like a full-time starter.
Who's that?
Phil Foden.
He's a full-time starter, isn't he?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
No.
He's creeping in, isn't he? He's slowly creeping in.
Yeah, just keep going.
Since the pandemic began last year.
Oh, Dean, turn that shit off.
Yeah,
I don't
I
want to
mean-
fucking borrow it.
He's only going to waffle on. We'll just find out after.
Yeah. And let's live in a reality where like it's just football we're fucking talking about.
I think, to be fair though, with Foden, like obviously he goes and does like, you know, he'll score 2 goals or something in the cup or something like that, and then you get all the radio stations that saying he needs to start and he start. But Pep, he seemed, I mean, as much as we all wanted to play because we want him to do well for England, but he's doing it kind of well because he's going a little bit under the radar. Because the problem is with us in England, they get built up, don't they? Straight away, it's like, right, he's David Silva's replacement. He's perfect. Play him. He's going to do everything right. But the problem is, soon that starts to happen, you know, it's just everything's on the microscope. He's sort of taking him out of the lot. You know, do you know what I mean? Taking him out of the limelight.
Just kicked off in our game there. Southampton take kick-off. Game starts.
Joey, can you go through the starting lineups for us, mate?
Yeah, 2 seconds there, mate. Actually, I didn't actually properly look.
You ain't got it up, Joey.
He ain't had it up for years.
Yeah, I've got Alisson in goal. Trent at right back. Hendo at centre back. Wasn't expecting that. Alongside Fabinho. 2 midfielders at centre back. Robbo left back, and then we've got a midfield 3 of Thiago, Ox, and Wijnaldum, with the usual 3 up top, which is Salah, Mane, and then Firmino. And then for Southampton, they got Foster in goal, Kyle Walker-Peters right back, Bednarak and Jack Stevens centre back, Bertrand left back, Gineppo, James Ward-Prowse, Ibrahim Diallo, Stuart Armstrong in midfield. Danny Ings and Theo Walker up top for them. So that's the lineups, lads.
Nice. What do you reckon, Joey? Confident?
No, not really, man. I'm a bit nervous about this one.
Right, because you've got no centre backs on the pitch.
Yeah, that could be an issue,
Walcott, isn't it? Walcott and
all injuries, Joey.
Centre back, what's running at Henson and that, isn't it?
Yeah, but do you know what? I think Henderson as a centre back might work because he's a captain. He controls like the actual communication. It might work.
I don't think it
It's
will.
one thing saying it, it's another thing doing it, isn't it? That's the
He
thing.
loves a tackle. He loves a pullback. He loves them little sly little fouls to break up the play. That's great when you're in the middle of the park, but you can't do that in the penalty area.
Yeah, that's it.
In and around that area as well.
Walcott's loving it.
Having said that, Fabinho's adapted to centre back very well, hasn't he? Considering he said he hadn't played there before joining
He's an
Liverpool.
amazing centre back.
You know what? That's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Even to have suggested that he's never played there. He looks like a comfortable.
Oh fuck me! You're already 1-0 down.
No, you're not.
Yeah, Danny Ings, brilliant finish.
Oh, the £30 million pound man.
Oh, fuck. What happened?
Free kick from Southampton midway inside our half. Ball whipped in. Looks like it misses the first man. and just drops to Ings. He's kind of got like, he got it on his left foot with his back to goal, and he's kind of turned with his left foot volley and just puts it over Alisson. It's a really good finish. Really good finish.
And can you see anything wrong with the defending there? I mean, what's happened?
Yeah, just nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with the goal, anyways. But yeah, the high line.
Wow, I fucking knew it.
Really good.
Kev,
finish,
why are you not
actually.
more excited than this?
Fucking get in. You don't care. He's another Steve, isn't he? All United fans are like, I don't care.
Oh, another Steve Hollingsworth he's talking about. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Steve.
Shit stuff,
Exactly like
mate.
Steve, would he?
Shitty fan.
Do
mate.
you know what that is? That's just early doors where you're just not fucking ready, not concentrated. Nothing in the game other than that. It's just ball into the box, Danny Ings reaction. Really good finish, to be fair.
Joey, how many minutes have gone? Is that like 4 minutes?
On mine, yeah, it's just into the 4th minute now.
Wow.
Did say a draw, didn't I?
Well, it's only 4 minutes into it.
They're not going to win, are they?
Like,
Thiago gave away
They're
the
gonna
free
win
kick
it.
as well.
Who ain't going to win?
Liverpool ain't going to win tonight.
Who? Liverpool.
Yeah, no chance.
You know, can I ask you to keep an eye on the comments today? Live comments that come in. You're in charge of them.
Yeah, there's going to be loads tonight. There'll be loads.
All about Dean, how amazing he is.
Yeah, of course.
It wouldn't surprise me, mate.
Yeah, if you see anything on there, just read it out, man.
that's it.
Dean sucks. Dean
Joey, what minute was that?
2nd minute.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, really bad start.
Jesus.
Yeah, shit defending. I mean, it's not even that it's shit defending. It's one of those where you're just not concentrating. The ball, it was a decent ball over the box, over the defense into the box, and then Ings reacted quickest, and no one would have seen that finish. It was a really good finish. Lobbed the keeper from a really tight angle on his left foot with his back to goal. It was a fucking quality finish.
Any comments, Dean?
Yeah, I'm not reading that. So shut the fuck up.
Well, no, I'll put you. You said you'd do it.
No, mate. Who's that?
Who's
Well,
what?
I don't fucking know who it is. You've got to read them out.
I can't see it.
You can all see it.
Well, what's it say, Dean?
Arsenal are the best.
Yeah.
Who's
Right, we can edit that.
I'll just reply to it now. That's good as Burnley. I'm putting.
Can't be biased, Dean. You've got to read him out no matter what.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Yeah, I am.
throw
I'm
into
gonna-
Liverpool there. Ball sort of scrambled around outside the box. Salah put it in. Firmino just shoots wide.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's all right saying, oh, they won't win that, Dean, but Liverpool got it. You know what I mean?
We've got quite an attacking
They've been
lineup.
playing, mate. Too many draws. They're 1-0 down. They're not going to win this.
Don't, Dean. You know,
Yeah, but they're 1-0 down.
no matter what.
Yeah,
So throw into Liverpool there. Ball
What's going on?
scrambled around outside the box. Salah put it in. Firmino just shoots wide.
What have you gone on YouTube? If you have, you've got
It's
to
all
mute
right
it.
saying, oh, they won't win that, Dean.
All right, turn that down.
Liverpool got it. You know what I mean?
Woody. Right.
What the hell was that?
That's our good feedback there, I
That's
guess.
a live stream of us
Looking
listening.
at
to
it.
ourselves.
I was looking at who put Arsenal were the best. Hamster love. Is that
I
something?
know. Who's that to Kenny, innit?
Well,
Well,
that-
Yeah, what the
that-
why am I not going to count for fucking hamster love?
Actually saying that, Kenny has got
making the count up.
Kenny
I would think
loves
it's a hacker,
hamster.
but if they're talking sense like that, it's got to be a real person.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I bet it's a dildo going around on a hamster wheel like that. Stop it.
Yeah, something. We'll look into that later.
Or,
Any
What do you-
promising signs there, Joe? We'll be looking at.
though, like,
So, mate.
Any promising signs or?
Yeah, look. I mean, other than the goal, there's absolutely nothing in it. Southampton look a little bit nervy as well. The keeper just nearly made a big mistake.
Oh, look, primary, secondary school.
Both teams, you still would say, have feeling each other out of it.
You what, Kev?
Primary schools and secondary schools are closed. What a surprise.
Well, all primary schools.
All to close.
Yeah, it's all done. No work either, unless you.
It's at 11 o'clock. They're going to stay open.
Yeah.
They never said that, Dean, did they?
Well, they say you can't go to work unless it's essential, but surely everyone's work is essential. To
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly that. Yeah.
Fuck off, Boris, you dickhead.
Woody's a big politician.
I know he loves it, doesn't he? Hates it so much.
I genuinely used to follow politics, and then I realised that it doesn't actually matter what you say, what you vote for, what you believe in that sense. Whatever's going to. I ask anybody, have they ever voted for anyone? Right, and I ask this question to everyone: have they ever voted for someone that said they were going to do something, they got in power and they done it? And every person I've ever asked, even my mum, voted since she was bloody 18 years old. No. I'm like, why'd you still do it? Surely that's the definition of stupidity, to keep voting for stuff and it never happening, but you keep voting for it anyway. Like,
They only say the things to get their votes, and then once they're in, they can do what they like.
what sense does it make? What's the point in voting for them? No one's worth voting for anyway. It's just the lesser of two evils all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Like, and then if there is like any fucking chance of like change or whatever, it's just like, oh yeah, we actually just gonna concentrate on something else right now, and then they'll use it as a re-election thing for the year after. Then, like, you know,
Look at the support the NHS, all that crap that's happened last time. Support our NHS. They're, you know, fighting on the front line, all that rubbish, that just rhetoric coming out of their mouth. That they'll go and spend 300 billion on a fucking Trident nuclear program, but you won't put 500 million into the NHS every year.
Yeah.
It's just toilet, honestly. It's so much waffle. I can't
And attack the footballers, call them out on on their national TV, basically blame it, say to them that they need to do more and shit like that.
It's a shortage. Now there's a shortage in the hospitals getting overrun and that. I thought we'd done about all these Nightingale hospitals all over the country to deal with all that. So now we're going on about rubbish again. It's not happening. It's
Did you not see that the other day, right? I know it's not a politics show. Did you not see that the other day when he said, I think Nightingale's ready to go, isn't it? And he was like, you're supposed to know this shit. He's like, I think we're ready to go. And it was like, that was live on TV.
There's a bloke I follow, and he's friends with one of the security guards on Instagram and Facebook. And he's friends with a security guard at the O2 one. You know, the Nightingale one I did in London. He said, I live 15 miles away from there. My mate, security guard, told me there's no beds in there now.
No, they've cleared them off them out, haven't they?
Why? If we're in this huge pandemic where people are dropping dead, why the fuck would you clear that out after spending millions to do it?
And did you see the percentage of people like nurses and doctors that said that they would come back and help? Like the percentage of them actually being called up is like hardly anything.
Yeah.
But all these people have said, yeah, call me up, I'll help. And hardly any of them have been called up.
But on the plus side, we do get to stay in for 3 months and wank ourselves silly.
Football Manager.
Oh,
Again,
man.
he's
Every
like,
cloud.
Lou.
You're having some dodgy wanks there, Kevin.
Huh?
You're having a few dodgy wanks there. Football Manager wanks. What are those?
Hey, when you find that player,
Oi, Joey.
Yeah,
Joey,
that's true. Yeah.
before you
It
try it,
fills
mate.
that hole perfectly.
Yeah.
What are you gonna
Yeah,
do?
you watch that. Joey, you do it and then come back to me, see what you say.
yeah, you go and have a look at Lamella's stats and you tell me you don't have a Tommy over that.
Okay.
Fucking point.
How's it going, Joey? What's it like?
Yeah, nothing in it still. Like, well, obviously, other than the goal, but both teams still just feeling each other out, just getting possession. I think we've had more of the game so far, but not created much really. Apart from that Firmino shot,
Yeah. Do you
they've done nothing since the goal really.
do you think was it Ronaldo? Do you think he'll actually stay?
No, I don't.
I've actually heard he's going to Arsenal.
I think he would have signed
going
by
on?
now, wouldn't he?
He wants Barcelona.
Yeah. I think he would have signed by now. I think it's not a money thing, is it? I think obviously, you know, you can't blame him, can you? I mean, you know, get a chance to go. He's won it with Liverpool and obviously get a chance to go to Barcelona.
I think he'd be
That's
really
it, yeah.
good in that Barcelona team as well. I think he'd make a genuine difference to that team.
Yeah, definitely.
I honestly think like with Coleman in, the Dutch influence might actually work.
They want Depay, don't they? They want Depay.
He's free transfer, isn't he?
Huh?
Yeah.
Free transfer.
Yeah,
Decent.
free
Oh,
transfer.
what was that?
Mad, isn't it?
Proper decent.
What happened there, Joe?
It's just a heavy first touch from Salah again. Just getting bloody fed up. He's so frustrating at times.
Is he looking off the pace tonight?
No, I mean, it was a heavy touch. He still recovered the ball, but it would have done a lot better. He would have maybe been through if he'd controlled it better. But
What are your thoughts,
Face difference in it.
Joey? You,
hang on. Oh, just away. Sorry, mate.
well, what happened?
Yeah, ball into the box, drops around midway, about 3 yards out. Could have fallen to a Liverpool player, but Southampton just get it clear first.
Yeah, what are
Right.
your thoughts? I was asking. Are you confident? I mean, do you still think you're sitting there thinking you can win this game still? Or?
Oh yeah. I mean, like I said, apart from the goal, it's been all us, and we've looked more dangerous.
The last
the
couple of
actual-
results, I mean, they're not playing on your mind.
Yeah, I suppose it would be. I'd be stupid to say it wouldn't be, wouldn't I? You don't draw to West Brom and Newcastle, even though we dominated the Newcastle game.
No, we don't all draw to West Brom.
Exactly. I mean, everyone's smashed in West Brom, and then we draw against them. So
You're not scared, Joey, of us up behind you, you know, chasing.
There it is. Here it
No,
comes.
just-
I mean, listen, here we go.
it isn't about. Do you know what? It
No.
isn't about being scared, mate. It's more just it's a nervous thing. Do you know what I mean? You think, hang on,
Paul, you must be happy.
Is it going to be Man United
That's the
season?
first time I've looked at Man City this season and thought, yeah, they look.
The only difference, right?
I agree.
You know, the only difference is I still think Liverpool have just got where they can have players.
And ball. No.
Go.
Oh, shut
The only difference I think now is I don't think we're in the title race yet. I still think give it.
How can you be on the same points as Liverpool, same many games played, and
not be in the title race?
Yeah, I mean, United fans are definitely only doing that to take pressure off for when they fail.
Yeah, well, we're used to it at the minute. But
Joey's telling you are not in a title race. You're saying it, but he means it.
I honestly think it's wide open now.
But the thing is, I was doing this recently, and everyone thinks I'm really cocky. It's so easy to go into a game and go, "Oh no, I don't know. We're gonna win this or whatever," and then, "Oh yeah, shit, we won! How act surprised."
Well,
it's actually so much harder to say, "Yeah, we're gonna win. We're gonna do well."
He does this every week.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and then be like, you know what? Even if I got it wrong, at least I was confident.
When we had the unbeaten record at home, we were fucking quality. Like we smashed everyone. Do you know what I mean? That season, no problem. I was like, yeah, we're beating them. Yeah, we're beating them. But you got to feel confident, don't you? And I'm just not in a minute.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's arrogance, Joey, or cockiness from your point of view. I mean, if a Liverpool fan can't be confident for a game, who the fuck can be?
You're confident, mate. That's you know what I mean. I'd love to be like that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I suppose it would be that I'm confident. I don't know. I look at it as well. You know, if you're not supporting your team in the right manner, then what's the fucking point, really? If you're just going to go into it pessimistic all the time.
There's no point chatting shit, Joe. I mean, if we're playing Liverpool or City or something like that, then I've got to be honest and say they're going to beat us. Simple as that.
I don't know. As a fan, you always know deep down, yeah, I have a feeling we're going to win today. Just have a feeling.
We've always got
that. I always think that. Even when Liverpool weren't a good side, I always had that in my heart. That I was just like, I have a feeling today we're going to win. Always. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, my heart would say we'd win, Joe, but my brain would tell me, well, City is Liverpool, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking brain. Come on.
I call that the typical City demon. Like, you know, we'll beat someone like we'll beat like someone like Chelsea like 3-1, but we lose against someone like who did we lose against? It was someone small anyway. Like, and it was just like
Tottenham.
Yeah. It was a 25-minute stunt yesterday, Paul, in the first half where Man City played the best I've ever seen anyone this season. Do you know what I mean? That 25 minutes was proper.
Like, that's the way we should be playing.
Yeah.
You know, like defensively, we were solid. I think it was the last minute they scored a goal, but like it could easily been a clean sheet with our defense.
Just Diaz was brilliant, wasn't he?
Diaz is like he's just doing everything right.
He looked commanding though, didn't he?
Oh, quick one. Was that a penalty? Was that a penalty, mate? Come on.
What penalty?
Yes. Lunge on Werner. If that's in the middle of the park all day long, that's a free kick. You know it, I know it.
I thought
we have access to the shittest fucking tool in the boxes, VAR. Like, you know, even the referee just called it away. Like, so it's just like.
I'm surprised VAR didn't pull it back though. It was a fucking foul. We got nowhere near the ball. Werner would have taken it. He tripped him up, didn't he, or not?
He was close to the ball, but he stepped his foot over him and shunted straight into him to win it. I don't know.
If he was half a yard close, yeah. If he got his body across as well and Werner bumped into the back of him, that's something different. But he went over the geezer's leg. Like, he put his leg out and he tripped over it. That's a foul.
That's why all this argument about VAR all the time just frustrates me. Give it back to the ref, the power. Yeah. Stop messing around with all these 3 or 4 different opinions. He says if it's a foul, all right, we can agree to disagree on that, but send it somewhere else, which should be foolproof, and then they still get it wrong.
Woody, do you reckon that worked yesterday? Werner up top.
Do you know what? It's hard because Werner is a striker, and I know, don't get me wrong, I've seen him play loads of different positions, and he's good coming off the left and the right. Yeah. But I think he's a central striker. I think that's where he plays his best. Little sets and spins and running on the back of the defender. That's where for me, he plays his best football. But I'm just thinking he's lacking a bit of confidence in a minute. Like, there's a typical one that he got put through, and it was a 2-on-2 situation. He just got to the edge of the box, and instead of getting his head up and stopping or thinking about a little trick or anything, he just passed it to the left-hand side and didn't even look. They went straight to the defender, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, that shows a complete lack of confidence. Like, he wants to get rid of the ball. He doesn't want the ball. He wants to get rid of it because he's come to the edge of the box. He's like, shit. You know, I think in the German league, he's used to bursting that little burst of pace, and He was
He's
through.
gone.
He's one-on-one all the time. Yeah, but in the English league, he's finding that he's bursting through, and he's still got 2 or 3 people to beat.
But I
Yeah.
sort of thought
Invention.
like a Giroud or an Abraham. I don't think he. I don't know.
Juventus want Giroud today.
Who?
Juventus today, linked with Giroud.
There's quite a few teams that I think are after him, but I don't know whether he's going to let him go in January because I think
Well, he's not using him in games he should be using him. I know why he used Werner, because he's thinking they're going to have all the ball, we can counter-attack them, we need 3 quick players going forward. That I sort of get that, but at the same time, I mean, hindsight now, definitely, Giroud would have done you a fucking better job, man, wouldn't he? With players running off him.
Change formation. I genuinely think we could have 2 up front and actually try and get a partnership of 2 strikers working together. I think that's what we're lacking. We're lacking that chemistry, and at the moment, we can't. One striker could hold it up, play the 1-2, and rest. At the moment, there's none of that. If you look at the support play,
experience we go up, to do it.
We go up, and we don't have that. I don't even think it's to do with that because look at our last goal. There's a really good run through the middle from Werner, a great supporting run on the end from Callum Hudson-Odoi, right? But there's not enough of them. You need 2 strikers to be able to bounce off each other and bring other people in like that. I still think you can get the wingers running on. You can still
that's through.
Pushing up.
Oh, saved. Oh, another heavy touch by Salah.
What happened?
Oh, he's offside anyway. It's no biggie.
Okay.
Just a flick on. Salah turned to be outside, offside anyway. So, but another heavy touch by him gave it.
Who put the ball through? Who put the ball through?
Is he off? Yeah, he's just off. Sorry, what?
Who put the ball through to him?
Mane.
How's Thiago started?
Sloppy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he gave away 2 free. He gave away the free kick that cost the goal, really. But I mean, his passing's fine, but he's a bit late with a couple of challenges, and he got a yellow card.
There's still only a few games in. He's come back though, isn't it? Really, he's still got to get into it. I think.
Would you have Giroud as like a deep lying forward, and have like Werner kind of up front then?
To be honest with you, Paul, he kind of does that anyway. He's always dropping off because he knows he ain't got that yard of pace anymore. He's always dropping into that number 10 spot and trying to put the wingers in and then following up and turn and spin. So he sort of does that anyway. But I just wonder whether he had that clever striker next to him rather than out on the wings where he's got to take a touch, turn it, sort of spin and then play the ball. Because he's quite clever, Giroud. He plays them little one-touch flicks here and there. If you had a striker within 10 yards of him and the ball's getting played in, he would be flicking it around the corner all the time.
He's got that older head on him, hasn't he? He's got that old. He's got that older head.
You need. It's not necessarily the pace. It's choosing the pass.
Decision making. Yeah. I mean, if you look at the Chelsea team, like I see Pulisic did it as well. Pulisic had made a really good mazy run. He got to the edge of the box. He cut in from the wing, drove towards the edge of the box, and he didn't look again. Played it to the left, played it 20 yards out to his left-hand side for someone that wasn't there. And then he threw his hands up, and I'm thinking, you just driven 40 yards with a ball. You're on the edge of the box. What is possessing you to play another 20 yards out that way when you've made the space in the room? You deserve a shot or drive, I just don't understand the mentality. It's almost like they haven't got the confidence to really go for goal.
He was your best player today, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's saying something. He's our best player, but he does a little bit of magic every now and again. But there's no final product at the minute. It's just getting frustrating with it. I can't really put my finger on what it is. It's all right, Frank being all pragmatic in the interviews after and saying, yeah, we're in a bad smell. And he's just trying to keep everyone calm so it's not highlighted how bad we're doing. But we are doing really
right, though. Is he right in saying it's a dip in form? Because if you look at how far away you are from the top, it's still not a million miles away, considering...
No, it's not. And we did have a good run. And he's obviously making that point. Look, we went on a really good run. A month ago, everyone's saying, are you going to win the league? And now it's completely changed. But on the flip side of that, it's like the Arsenal situation. They are dips in form, but the style of football, you've gone from playing one style of football, which is pretty decent. You're pacey, you're attacking, you're finding the gaps, people are driving towards goal. So not having any idea, not having an invention, no one doing, that is to do with form as well. Obviously, when your form goes, you do stop making the right decisions. You do tend to look for an easier option rather than doing the harder stuff. But I don't actually know where the answers are at the moment. That's what I'm saying. I know it's hard for him because he's got to find it. And for me, he's tactically not great. When things aren't going our way, I feel like the midfielders are just chasing shadows all the time. There's no structure there. I would rather, all due respect to Tottenham, I would rather see our team, see the structure that we're sitting in and think we're solid. Okay, we're not making much happen. We can always improve on it, but we're solid. Everyone knows their roles. No one's going chasing it like a headless chicken around the midfield and being run down after 30 minutes and you're knackered. You know, people are slotting at 2 or 3 are attacking the ball, dropping back into space, into their position, go and attack the ball that's closest, nick the ball. We've got fast players to play counter-attack. Maybe just revert back to trying to keep the ball or just play a little bit of counter-attack, but actually have a disciplined structure. Because at the moment, it seems like Mason Mount's just flying around everywhere. You know, Kante's he's got 3 people's work to do, and I don't know where all the space is coming from. Is it because we're just... No, when he made that run back, Kante, and I thought, oh, he's caught him. Sterling's gone clean through. Fair play's caught him. But then he gave him like 10 yards of space to stand him and just look at him.
I've never seen Kante that bad before.
Yeah.
Where the fuck was everyone on that counter attack, by the way? There's no way Kante should have been.
What happened there, Wood? That's not right.
One word we always used to use at LPR, recovery. Recovery. When you lose that ball, you recover the situation. You get bodies back behind the ball, give yourself time to deal with the situation.
Yeah, but you didn't have the time. It was one header. And he's one-on-one with the keeper.
That's not the Man United goal, wasn't it?
But the ball came,
the Man United goal.
where did the ball came back to? The ball came back to Kante, didn't it?
No, he tried to play the ball through, didn't he? And then
it's decision making. Okay, you got one person back. He's got the ball. I wouldn't care if you played it back to Mendy and just relieve the pressure.
Yeah.
You obviously weren't set up right. Yeah, because you weren't set up right because your centre backs weren't in position. There was no one around.
Sure, we have a wing back.
He's trying to gamble because we're getting stuff. So he's obviously tried to gamble and it's just gone against us. But still,
but I honestly think the midfield overload that we sort of played really just played against the way Chelsea set up. You were expecting us to have like a out and out striker stay in that position, but everyone kind of changed their position so much that, like, I'd say for kind of half the time, Gundogan was kind of like playing the Kevin De Bruyne position. Then they swapped position. Foden played in the left and right. So did Sterling, you know.
Foden's goal came from through the middle, didn't he? He was in that striker position, yeah. Gundogan's goal in the middle. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so like I think the kind of the switching around in midfield totally just took you for a loop. But Gundogan's goal was special. So
that's beautiful.
But like the thing is, he's one of those players that just go under the radar for the entire match. You know, you'll just be like, I didn't think he could do that. But I honestly think he's playing the same role David Silva would have last season. And he's really enjoying playing that way.
No, I think Gundogan is like he does the same
thing.
Who?
Gundogan.
Gundogan, isn't he?
Gundogan. Is that Djemba Jemba's brother?
He does the same thing that Mata does for Man United. Like they've got that class in them, and they might not see it all the time, but then they'll come up now and again, and they just show they've got that class. You never lose it.
I felt like that City press yesterday as well that I haven't seen for a little while.
Yeah,
they're pressing when they got that first goal, it was like they smelt blood, and that was it. They was on us. We couldn't get away from it.
Yeah. As I said to Paul yesterday, I'd do anything for one of them centre mids. That's got them in abundance. Kevin De Bruyne, Gundogan, fucking Bernardo Silva, Foden, like anyone like that. It's just what we need. It's just unreal. And to think they didn't have a striker, and then subs that come on was Aguero and Mahrez. I was like, wow.
Chittens thing.
Joe. Yeah, ball into the box, edge of the 18-yard box. Danny Ings brings it down, lays off. I think it's Gineppo. And he shoots just over.
What's going on? What minute you in?
27th just now.
How has that Gineppo looked? Because he sometimes looks class, Joe, and another time you think he's like a new player that's just not going to make it.
But then he gets dropped, doesn't he? He'll have one good game, then he gets dropped the next game. He's like so up and down. But then, not be funny, give him a couple of seasons in the Premiership, he might hopefully sort it out. But
he looks good. Looks like a live wire when he's on it. When he played against us,
he's a
Mane. He is.
He is a young Mane.
Liverpool scouting squad are watching right now because
he'll be at Liverpool in a couple of years. You watch.
That's it, right? Fucking what you call it? Van Dijk, Mane. Who else?
Danny Ings.
Lambert.
Sorry.
Lambert. Yeah.
What was the other one? The midfielder.
Lallana,
that was it. Yeah.
And what was it? The right back. what's his name? Right back that had the drug issue.
Klein.
Who?
Klein.
Bosnich.
No, Klein. That's it. Klein.
Oh yeah, come
When you
on.
say-
Everyone says that, but I mean, we gave him a lot of fucking money, so
Yeah, Klein was obviously at you for like 3 or 4 years and played like what 30 odd games or something. Didn't he?
well, he played the first couple of seasons and he was fine, but the second club came in, he got injured.
God, what did you get Van Dijk and Mane for, Joe? Cheap, weren't they?
Nah, Van Dijk was 80 million.
I Van Dijk was 80. Mane was only like 30 though, wasn't he?
Yeah, Mane was cheap enough. That's a brilliant sign.
Bargain.
Everyone abused us when we were linked with him, saying we've lost the plot, and then Liverpool go and get him and look at him.
Right, should we talk about Arsenal for a minute?
Kevin, you'd have fucked him.
No, all right, Kenny. We'll carry on talking about this. You're right.
Kevin, if it had gone to United, it'd be shit.
That's the first time in ages Kenny's gone, oh, should we talk about Arsenal?
Yeah.
I think he's very eager to
It's
talk
the first
about it.
week I've been able to
I don't know,
say it.
Paul, have you finished for City yet? Because I ain't really heard
Yeah,
much.
I know. I like the second, like the,
Well,
the
we're
second.
going to circle back to him then, because I'm not going to. Yeah,
What?
we're just going to circle back to him.
Nah,
I've got a
we'll
list,
just carry
list of
on.
priorities here. At the top of it is discuss Arsenal beating Chelsea,
Yeah,
and then
work away,
discuss
work away.
Arsenal beating everyone else. So we'll work our way down the list. So we'll
Go
start
on,
with
mate.
the Chelsea game, Woody, shall we?
Get your little boner up. Go on.
One thing I will say, or I will ask you, because you were talking, it popped in a minute ago. You were talking about, was it a penalty? Do you think the Tierney foul? Who was it that fouled? Was it Zuma? Do you think that was a penalty? Do you remember it?
What's that?
Tierney went round. It was, I think it was Zuma.
Moment of
Was it a
silence.
foul or not?
I don't know, I didn't.
R.I.P. Chelsea. Yeah, Tierney, no foul. Definitely not.
No.
He looked to me like he was going down anyway.
He was. It was staged, mate. Wasn't it? Let's be honest. Like I was saying on the commentary, there was not contact enough for him to his legs to give way and him to fall down. Just before he kicked his own leg, did whatever he did.
He was hitting him anyway.
He was
He
falling.
was hitting him anyway, but Tierney was going
Yeah.
down before
Yeah,
he hit him. You could see
Exactly.
it.
Yeah.
But then the argument is, was it a clear and obvious error? Because the referee was right there, saw it, and was like, that looks like a foul to me. They can only pull it back if it's clear and obvious error.
Do you know what I think they should do? I know it's going to sound like a crazy ass thing because we don't need no more bullshit in football. But I think they should say to the player, when players say, ref, you're about, you don't do all that. They should go up to him and say, we're going to review it VAR. Do you want to tell me you think it's a penalty, right? 100%. You're asking me to review it. If you want me to review it and you've dived, you get sent off.
Yeah.
Just see how many people go, oh, just don't worry about it. Carry on. Let's just carry on.
Well,
Yeah,
they do it in tennis, don't they? They challenge it, don't they? They get
Yeah, do the challenge thing.
Yeah,
Three
they
each.
do the challenge,
Three
don't they?
challenges a game.
yeah.
Every team.
No.
Perfect.
If you challenge it and you've dived, you should get an automatic red because then no fucker would ever challenge it. They'd just be like, well, whatever the ref says, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, but
No,
that'd be the opportunity where Chelsea could use a challenge, innit? And say, well, no, he was going down anyway. Because Zuma probably saw it. I mean, he didn't say a lot, did he?
No.
It was Zuma, wasn't it?
You know
Am I
what?
right?
That was the main problem for me. Not one of the Chelsea's players even went, fuck, what is that? None of them. They just
No
accepted
doubt in the ref's mind then, is there, if they don't do it?
That's almost like an admission of guilt. So whatever. But that's the story of our season at the moment. I mean, people that are not playing well and are out of form are the teams that we're making look like superstars. And it
Well, we've
seems
been guilty of that
everyone-
as well, to be fair.
Huh?
We've been guilty of that as well, to be fair.
It's just sad. Like the last month, I know it is form, it's up and down, but it's just a little bit of consistency. Even if we play well, but we're not quite getting the results. I'm all right with that, but just not giving 100% and not the desire on a pitch is just not enough for me. It's not enough.
Southampton are forced into making a change here from an injury. Gineppo going off, Taylor coming on, whoever he is.
Mini Mane's off.
Yeah.
Can't score. There's probably something in the deal that he can't play. He's not allowed to score against his next club.
Yeah, that's it. He looks okay. He's walking off anyway, but like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So by Arsenal.
How did you think you played, Kenny, against us? Like on a serious
Honestly, I watched it a few times, obviously, because it was one of the first games we won in ages. And it was Chelsea as well. So it's always
replayed it and replayed it over and over.
honestly, Kleenex everywhere. But I don't think that you think the penalty on another day would have got ruled out, or they'd have taken a look at it. You got Saka's goal. That was a cross, like for his own. He hasn't said the words, it's a cross, but you can tell he's saying it as a fucking cross. And what was the third goal? Was it a penalty? No, there's a penalty.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Xhaka free kick. Yeah, Xhaka free kick.
Oh, mate, like, what is going on? You know, when the best two players on the pitch are Bella and Xhaka, you know you fucked up. Like, you know you fucked up.
Mate, you know.
There's no way you should be giving him to a good time, man.
The
No
worst
way.
two players in the Premier League get like the shiners in the game against Chelsea. That just says it all.
But it was nice for a change for things to fucking go our way and these things happened because we were playing positively. We were pressuring the arm. We were attacking the fucking 18-yard box for a change, and we had a lot of players in there and stuff like that. And that makes a big difference, man. Like, you can say what you want about Chelsea, let us do it, but we're still
when
not fucking...
Jacket scored, was you sitting there through gritty teeth going, yeah, it was fucking lucky strike.
That was the cross.
Did you go like, go on, Jack, or did
But like, do you honestly think Arteta's kind of finally getting an idea of how to tactically play?
I don't know really. I like Arteta, man. I do like him. The only thing I ever said about Arteta was I can't defend him for choosing Xhaka and Bellerin and then wonder why he's losing games at the end of it. That was the only thing I said about Arteta. I still think he's the right man for us. I think we've got to stick with him. And I was saying that before these 3 back-to-back wins as well, when a lot of people were calling him out.
Kenny, do you not think, though, he's just, as much as like the fans would be like, just drop him, do you not think he's just trying to get through until he can get some more, players in?
That's all he can do. Without rocking the ship.
It's frustrating because, like you say, you want like Xhaka out of the team, but if there's no one near there that's anywhere as good, even though most of the time you think, what the hell is he doing on the pitch? Do you not think it's a frustration? I mean, it's a frustration because you think, fucking hell, he's on there again, but it's just one of those things. And you can't think January we're going to get those replacements. It's generally the summer. But yeah, it's
I do think that a bit. Yeah, I do. Because I mean, the fascinating thing about, was it the Brighton game or was it the West Brom game? I can't even. I think it was the Brighton game actually. They was attacking Bellerin the same way Chelsea were, and they just kept going down the fucking our right hand side. And he subbed him off. I think it was against Brighton. I think he subbed him off and put Ainsley Maitland-Niles in there. I mean, that's a good tactical change there. But it just asks the question, like, why the fuck ain't you starting him? If you can see Bellerin getting overrun and you think to yourself, well, you're not. They're attacking down this side, so I need to stay with it. I'm going to put this guy on. Why weren't you starting the fucking match?
Yeah. That's know what they were going to do in the first place. Yeah.
Did Bellerin start against West Brom?
Maybe, yeah. It was one of them 2 games. I know Brighton were doing it a lot because it was Edison on the left, wasn't it?
Did Xhaka start against West Brom?
Bernardo.
Yeah, they both started,
Xhaka always fucking starts.
They both started. Did they play all right then against West Brom?
Yeah, Bellerin and Xhaka both started, yeah.
Xhaka
didn't come off.
Xhaka didn't put a foot wrong in that sense. And
Bellerin come off for the 50th minute for Maitland-Niles.
Tierney's goal though, mate.
Oh my God, what a fucking goal that was!
You know what? I've liked Tierney ever since I see him playing the Scottish League because he's got that grit.
Oh, he's the man.
He's got that Scottish grit that he wants to have a row. Everybody wants to do. He reminds me, and I said it like a young Ashley Cole, where he was just like he's up and down and he's into everything and he's taking everyone on and he'd go for anything. Yeah. And even when he's
a warrior, man, he is. And Arsenal fans love him.
Yeah,
I haven't heard any fans cunting off Tierney.
There's not enough of that, though.
There's not fans of any other teams.
Fantastic goal with his right foot. He didn't even have a right foot, so I don't know where
he's catching my eye now as well.
Hey?
He's catching my eye now as well, I must admit.
You're going to send him a love letter, Dean?
What about Saka?
Oh, fuck off.
No, not Xhaka, Saka.
Oh, Saka, yeah. Saka's decent, yeah.
All right, what about Laka? Not Xhaka, Laka. I'll tell you what, though. I need to take something back. A few weeks ago, I was talking about Emil Smith-Rowe, and I was saying,
I was going to say to you,
out of all our younger players, he's the worst of the bunch. We should move him out. I don't know why he's still there. I'm not saying he's going to he's the next big thing or anything, but his last 2 performances have been fucking exceptional, man. He's been so good.
You know what I've noticed about his last 2 is that he's been the link man. If you know, he's not been doing anything outstanding. He's not been taking people on and like top baggers or anything. He's just been that little link, that last little pass, that little intricate here and there. He's teamed up really well, actually. It's almost like the right fit in that situation. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you think, I've got better players that can play there, but he's the right fit for the players around him.
Yeah.
You reckon
And he was so direct. And that second goal against West Brom, straight after the Tierney goal, I mean, that was old school Arsenal, man.
Mate, that's unselfish. He could have struck that quite easily himself. He deserved to have a strike there, but just laid it perfectly straight across 6
And
yards.
that's like a mature head, man, isn't it? For someone that's not getting a lot of first team playing time, you think, all right, I mean, for the first time ever as an Arsenal fan, or since he's been around, I would put him in the starting lineup next week, 100%.
Those players are fighting for position, just going, look, these players are not playing fucking well. I can fucking do this job, you know?
He could do a better fucking job. He showed that, hasn't he? He's done more already than what Willian and Pepe have done. I mean, Pepe gets quite an unfair fucking press, man. Like Pepe's stats are actually quite good.
But it's that price, though, isn't it, Kenny? It's the price.
Yeah, it's the price, and it's because something good will come after 8 or 9 attempts. It's just because he attempts every single time that it comes off, and that's why you notice so much shit. And it's like he's got to improve the success rate, man, of his dribbles.
Well, I don't care. If Arsenal brought him for like 10, 15 million, I think they'd say he's even worse. I think they're just.
I don't know. I think as soon as you put a price tag on a player,
if he was
what do they say about? Well, not be funny. Would you?
If he's still down as bad as what he is, would he? The Arsenal fans still going to be turning around going, "Shit, what a waste of money."
Not for 20 million, Dean. Not for 20 million, mate.
No, dear.
We don't think he is shit.
If
We're waiting for him to come good. We don't think he is.
If Pogba was £20 million or 40 million, people wouldn't be saying nothing. But because we paid for 80, what was it? Was it 80 something? Whatever we paid for him, the price tag. It's the same with Chelsea's Kepa. If Chelsea paid 20 million for Kepa, you wouldn't hear anything about it. He'd been moved on. It'd be like, yeah, he's moved. But because they was going, yeah, they paid, what was it, 70? What did you pay for him, Wood? Was it 70?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. He was free.
I think it's 72 million. We
Yeah,
paid for him.
but you always hear it, don't you? Chelsea paid £72 million for him, and this is what he's done. The price tag.
Yeah,
It's the same as him.
This is what he's done. Got a list this fucking big. Look, fuck up, basically.
Dean, who would you rather Tottenham have spent 70 million on, Kepa or Pepe?
Say neither of them, because I wouldn't have bought fucking either of them.
No, but if they did, if you had to choose one.
Like Spurs is only option.
Then ask him about Kepa and stop getting on to me about fucking Pepe every week. Yeah,
You're the one who's moaning about all the time.
he's still at the
All
club.
Arsenal
It's not we
fans,
sold him
yeah,
because he's
waste
shit.
of money, blah blah blah, and all this shit.
What?
All I hear on our Arsenal fan TV is like Pepper, waste of money, shit, blah blah. Or it's like, oh, he needs to give it a chance. He needs to be given a chance, and when he gets a chance, oh, he's fucking shit. That's why he don't fucking play. They all moan about him. That's why I'm going about it. Yeah, Pepper's
What's Arsenal TV, Dean? Did you say?
72 mil. Yeah, shit.
Dean, did you say you watch Arsenal TV?
He loves it.
I love Arsenal fan TV. Love it. Especially only when they lose, Kev.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. It's
I was gonna say that, yeah.
Don't do too much because they nick our sayings off of this and he goes and uses it, doesn't he?
Yeah, I know. Fucking sneaky bastards.
Are they saying Skanky on there now as well?
Yeah,
Probably.
Skanky United, top of the league.
But I think it's the young players that are actually bringing a boost into Arsenal. Like Martin, was it
Martinelli.
Martinelli, Saka, Smith Rowe.
Oh,
That's the
shot
best.
was wide by Teller for Southampton. Edge of the box. Looks to whip it into the far corner. Not far wide. Could have been 2.
You still think you're going to win this easily, Joe?
How's
I did.
Joey? How's Henderson and Fabinho been at the back?
Yeah, they're pretty fine. I mean, I think we're even on shots now, but in general, they're not attacking too much. It's sort of like coming every 10 minutes that they'll get an attack. And in general, in between them 10 minutes, Fabinho and Hendo are doing fine.
Oh, Joe, let me
There really
rephrase
isn't
that.
much in the game.
Let me rephrase that, Joe. 20 minutes ago, you said you're confident you still win. Are you still confident you'll still win?
Did I say that?
Yeah, you said that 20 minutes ago.
He's checking his notes. He's checking his notes, Dean. He's Joey.
Dean, you've really upped your game, Dean, taking notes. That's what you do.
Yeah, no,
Thank
look,
you, a fucking
hopefully we
pencil.
can get something out of it. How about that?
Oi,
What?
Dean, just go and I can't.
It's all falling apart. The whole thing's gone to shit over there.
Yeah.
It's all falling apart.
Henderson centre back. Jesus Christ.
I still reckon it'll be a draw, Joe. I think you get a draw.
He's writing
Yeah,
down.
I think we can get something out of it. I'd take a draw at this stage because
Mate, Southampton are decent. Mate. They're fucking decent.
Do you know what they have for the team that they have? They've gotten like some experience in with like Walcott and stuff like players like that. But also the young players are actually just playing just as well.
Yeah.
Like I think, ooh, that, but I'm way behind, so I'm just catching up what I missed. Like,
Southampton want our left back, don't they? They want what's his name?
Am I seeing what I just saw?
What?
Hang on, it might be a free kick. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see first.
What's going on, Joe?
Oh, it was a ball into the box. Keeper comes to collect it. I don't know if he's been fouled by his own player or by a Liverpool player, but ball falls to Firmino. He's got the whole goal to aim for, and he's put it wide.
Oh,
I
no.
don't know if it's given a free kick. I mean, it still doesn't excuse how shit the finish was. Yeah, it's a free kick. All right, free kick. Yeah, no worries. We can forget about it.
But like the thing is, with your centre back situation, do you honestly think you're going to bring someone in January?
Honestly, I don't think so.
Aren't you linked with that player called Sven,
mental.
the younger one? Sven from Germany or somewhere.
Sven Botman, I think it is.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I have no idea.
I wouldn't
He
say
played
he's
on it
good
twice,
to
and I
go,
can't fucking remember hearing his name.
I think he's a young player, though, isn't he? I don't think it's like, yeah, that's it. He's a first team straight away. I think he's more of a younger player.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a hard one, isn't it? Because if you bring someone in, you're not going to get anyone big. Because if you're getting someone big, they're thinking, hang on, we're going to wait for we're going to be losing our position the second Van Dijk and Gomez come back.
Yeah.
And then the other side of it is we need someone big, but what do you do when Van Dijk and
Gomez
Gomez come back?
That if you did go and get someone, that Gomez would be starting a lot?
But like, would you not go for someone like who's experienced, but like not going to be like let's say like and Thiago Silva, someone experienced who knows their time is up.
Well,
We've got Mustafi for sale, Joey, if you want him. That's the exact sort of player he just mentioned, wasn't it? And then when you
Southampton in behind, cut out. Sorry, mate. Mustafi, is it? No, you're all right. I think that would just make our defence worse, wouldn't it?
Did anyone see that list of players that are out of contract in the summer?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
you can talk to now, like the
big team you can make out of them.
Oh, that is mad, isn't it? Chelsea, the goalkeeper.
What?
Chelsea linked with that goalkeeper from AC Milan.
Yes.
Donnarumma.
Was he in a free?
Yeah.
Donnarumma, Kevin, is it?
Donnarumma and Mama.
Jesus.
Of a Krispy Kreme donut.
Someone more or whatever. Yeah.
They'd want to be talking to him, though, wouldn't they?
The only thing is, though, he's got Raiola as his agent, hasn't he?
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah, he has.
Raiola's like a disease. He's into everyone, isn't he? That's like the cancer of football.
COVID of football.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But I honestly think like if Liverpool went for someone of that kind of, like, let's say they have a year left in their contract, just give them a year's contract. Like, the club will take the money, no problem. Like,
yeah, but who is there to get, really? I mean, we're really not the sort of club to buy.
Ramos.
Liverpool wouldn't have
Ramos would never. Yeah, he would never.
Liverpool,
I mean, Ramos might, but
would
Liverpool would
they?
never go for him.
They hate him over the whole thing, wouldn't they? Oh, they hate him.
Sanchez at Tottenham. Apparently, you've been after him. I'm being serious.
Kenny, you heard this? What happened last week when you said about Ramos going to Tottenham?
Oh, Sanchez.
Oh, Sanchez. Sorry.
Sanchez to
Fucking hit the
Liverpool.
roof there, honestly.
Sanchez to Liverpool.
I don't want to hear that nonsense anymore.
But do you know, like Diego Costa's Diego Costa's on a free now as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is the window open now then, yeah?
Yeah.
What's nothing happened to it?
But would you go for Diego
We've done a
Costa?
bit of business if you want to hear it.
Sorry?
Also, have done a bit of business if you want to
We
hear
sold 3 draws outside of fucking.
Just over. Thought that was him.
it. We got Liverpool live.
Yeah, ball down the left. Mane beats his man on the outside. Hits it in with his left foot. Salah heads just over. I thought it was in, actually.
Arsenal done a nice bit of business. Saka got caught selling 320 draws outside the ground, didn't he?
Go on, what have you done,
What was
Kev?
he talking about, Dean? Oh, yeah, the business. Kolasinac has gone. We sold him. Sorry, he's on loan to Schalke for the remainder of the season.
I heard Saliba's gone as well.
Saliba went today. He's gone to Nice on loan. Only on loan.
What's about then, Kenny? You said he weren't ready to play and all that.
What's up with him? Is he just not settled in the UK?
You what, Kev?
Is he just not settled in the UK or something?
Well, there was talk of that at first, wasn't there? His mate died or so. His mum died.
Mum died,
when he first moved over, so it was hard for him to settle down and train or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, since then, we don't know. We haven't seen him. And
there's been like rumours
not
of
at the
it
level yet.
Using to come back to Arsenal and stuff, isn't there? It's like, I mean, you don't, obviously, I know it's all rumours, but it just doesn't seem right, does it? It don't seem like you, I mean, fair enough, you paid 20 mil for a young potential, you know, that looked really good, but it just seems like because you wanted him over earlier, but then he wanted to stay for a year on loan there, and then like now
I think that suited everyone, and I think maybe he's not ready. I think he needs another year. I think we panic bought him not because it's a bad signing, but in the sense that if we don't pay 20 mil for him now,
someone else
worth 50, 60 mil. That's what I'm thinking, and hopefully that's the case. Hopefully
he's still only young, isn't he? What is he? 20 now, isn't he?
He's 19, isn't he?
He's still 19, so he's not. It's another season over there. Hopefully, another season it will be.
Mate, centre backs don't start playing their best football really till after the age of 25, anyway, do they? Like normally, anyway. So I think we've got to wait and see with him. Give him another year out. To be honest, I'd rather be playing in England though. Like another season.
You ain't paid like 50, 60 mil for him, have you? I know 20 million's a lot of money, but it's not like you've, you know, put all your eggs in one basket. So
time will tell with it, man. We don't know if he's going to come good yet, but he looks like a fucking monster. And when you watch him, he does look like a good footballer. But something's not quite right there, like you say.
You know, like with players like that, it's worth the risk. Especially like, look, if they're 19. You're kind of taking a risk anyway.
Yeah. Look at Paul, that cork. Is that cork?
Park City.
Park City's going to be there, boy.
Come on, Paul.
That's it.
Pint of Guinness.
Messages there, man. You got Man City flags up wearing a Cork City.
Yeah, that is proper Irish, man. That's hard as fuck. Beer in his hand, fucking Irish top.
Giant sausage on his top.
Looks tank as well.
Fair now, like, you know, like we're sponsored by the big leagues here, like.
Have you been going to the gym, Paul?
What?
You've been going to the gym?
I've been working consistently lifting fucking milk for the last 3 weeks.
Oh, that's heavy, that milk.
Oh.
No, you joke about it. Have you seen them 4-pinters?
No, I was just going to say
6 pointers, mate. 6 pointers, they're the ones.
Yeah, we don't get anywhere near them ones, Kevin. Jesus Christ.
Is it full fat?
Full fat.
Yeah, look at him. Of course, they're full fat milk.
If it's full fat, that's something special right there.
Not the great.
What's going on, Joey? Half time yet?
Yeah, just half time now. Still 1-0 Southampton. Only decent chance of it. Well, even that, it wasn't a clear chance or anything. It was a really good finish, but the only really decent chance of the game, you'd have to say, and it was bloody well taken by Ings.
Joey, are you wearing a pink hoodie?
I am. Is that where have you only noticed that now due to the contrast against
my eyes, it is pink.
It is, a bit of Rick and Morty. I love Rick and Morty.
Look at that sitting there like a king.
Honestly, lads, do you think you go in for Diego Costa being on a free?
He'll go Wolves, won't he? He'll go Wolves or something like that, won't he?
No, I think he's deserving of a better club than that, is he not?
Who?
Well, I'd say he'd do well in Arsenal because you need a striker anyway.
You won't come to Arsenal. There's no way. We wouldn't sign him.
He's going to want some high wages, isn't he? He's not going to be cheap, is he?
We wouldn't be able to control him. Like, Arsenal are too nice as a club. We would not be able to control it. He'd run fucking riot. Like a bull in a china shop. No way.
I'm going to go off cam there for lads, and I'll just stick that flag back up, all right?
Yeah, all right, mate. Otherwise, you're just a dude in a pink jumper. Like, it don't make a lot of sense.
Who are you?
Palermo fan.
Yeah.
I can't see him coming to Arsenal, man. I think he'd more likely go to you lot at City.
I doubt it.
Yeah, so do I, but I think that'd be more likely.
I don't think City are looking for anyone, are they really?
They're looking for someone like him.
Harry Winks, isn't it? 40 mil, apparently.
What?
Harry Winks, 40 mil.
He ain't worth it.
Mate,
I'll take it.
How much do you reckon he's worth?
Yeah, he would. They've been after him for ages, mate. They were after him last season as well.
Maybe they see him in an ideal role as like a David Silva role and they think he's so silky he can do it. For me, I like Harry Winks' technical ability. He don't put the work in.
No, he's not good enough for me.
He don't put the work in.
How much do you reckon he's worth, Dean? I know you're the selling club, so we don't want like a ridiculous fee, but what do you actually think he's worth?
You get 30 million for him, wouldn't
You
you?
get 20 or 30 mil, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think tops. Because I
He's
think
too small for me. He's too weak for a centre mid for me.
Yeah.
But what is his actual position?
Like holding centre mid, that's what we normally play him. Like with
Yeah, but I
Højbjerg.
just don't think he's good enough to be the defensive. Like he's
Yeah,
defensive.
I
I
know.
don't think they're good enough. And
Yeah,
I think sometimes
He's neat and tidy on the ball, but
yeah. I just think
That's why he needs to be higher up because he don't have that defensive work rate and he don't track back. So if you're number 10, you can get away with that. If you're in the middle of the park, you can't really get away with that.
yeah.
But Dean, you watched the Man City game and you've seen the defense play the midfield play the best that they can.
Yeah.
I don't think he would fit in.
No, I don't think he'd get in the team.
No, I don't.
You know what I mean?
I honestly think he'd actually suit United better if Pogba.
Don't fob him off to us. We don't want him. Nice try.
Hoggy.
Oh, lad, someone take him.
We'll take him there, yeah. Wolves.
Kev don't need him. Kev's happy now, isn't he? You happy with your squad now that things are starting to come together?
Not yet.
Yeah, if I ain't being funny, if I was you now, I'd be thinking we've got a good chance to win the league here.
I wouldn't say we've got a good chance. We're doing better, but the only thing that I like, I like seeing Pogba playing further up, like further up on the left. I like that, but I've noticed there's a lot more hate towards Man United again now, and it's been a while.
And it's a nice feeling though. It's a nice hate.
Yeah, it is. I'm not being funny. I've been used to it all my life, and then like the last 7 years, it's like United are shit, and that's it. But now,
I'm used to
but now, like everyone's like fucking United scum, fucking United, like everyone. Like
you had to endure the year.
Do it. We feed off of that.
You had to endure all those years where lesser people like Dean and Tottenham think that they're your equal.
No, I mean, Stu. I mean,
they qualify for the Champions League for a year. That's the shit, isn't it? That's what you got to put up with.
Look, Kenny, leave it out. They got to the final once as well. Fuck's sake. What's the matter?
How did that go?
Destroyed.
You've never been to the final, Kenny? Or
we played Barcelona in the final.
You've never been to the final, mate.
Yeah,
we haven't played Barcelona in the final.
Sure, you've never been to Champions League final.
Yes, we have. Sol Campbell scored a header in the final. You know the lad we got from you. You remember the lad, Sol Campbell.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he came to Arsenal and won the league at your ground. You must remember the geezer.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right.
Kenny, didn't you make it to the final another time?
Yeah, they done 2 seasons.
No, you're thinking of the Europa League. We didn't really take that seriously that year.
I thought no, because we won it. You could tell, to be fair.
Yeah, you're living in a park. Let's talk about more recent games.
Do we talk about Man United now?
Last week, otherwise I'm not interested, he says.
So we talk about Man United now?
Oh, you got to the final once, so fair play. Same as Tottenham. Well done, Arsenal.
Oh, he's just Googled it. Well done, Dean. Yeah. Knowledge is power there for a fan of your age.
Got to the final once.
Fuck's sake.
But you don't remember the Arsenal-Barcelona final?
That's where Henry...
Yeah.
Messi scored, didn't he?
After.
Lehmann got sent off. We were winning the game. No, Lehmann got sent off. Then Sol Campbell scored from a corner.
Yeah, that's it.
And then they scored the winner in
the
minute or
Henry was trying to do it his own.
You wouldn't know about it.
Hey?
We're talking about trophies. He wouldn't know about it.
Oh!
And shut goes the empty trophy cabinet. Boom!
Carling Cup, yeah, 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
And this year. See you soon.
Yeah, well, Ricky Villa, he's done this wicked goal once and he ran through everyone, yeah.
Paul Gascoigne.
1970, great goal.
Gary Lineker.
I've gone in, Kev. Wind Dean up some more. Talk about United and how well they're doing.
Fuck you.
So we're talking about against Villa. I was quite pleased. I mean, I weren't so keen. I wouldn't say we were going to lose against Villa, but I think Villa are a very dangerous side. I actually like watching Villa. I know everyone seems to love Leeds at the minute, but I actually think Villa, what the difference in Villa from last season to this season, I think is pretty awesome. There's McGinn in the middle and Grealish. Obviously, we all know about Grealish, but McGinn.
He has as well.
What's the what's the other guy?
El Ghazi.
El Ghazi, that's it. Sorry, yeah, him. I mean, I think they're pretty class. Tyrone Mings, I think he's a dirty player.
I like Tyrone Mings. I like him as a defender, man. I like his style.
Johnny Cash as well, right back. Quality little right back.
Who's that?
Johnny Cash.
Yeah, I like it. Going underrated. Yeah. They didn't pay a lot for him, did they?
Yeah.
He looks like Grealish's cousin, doesn't he?
He does
Who?
actually
He looks like Grealish's cousin.
Yeah, they do look
They
alike.
look like the caravans in the fucking car park, don't they?
No, I thought, to be fair, I thought we played well. It wasn't an easy game. I thought Villa, they do well. The penalty was a bit debatable because when I first see it, I thought that he'd tripped Pogba and then Pogba tripped himself. But
Yeah, Pogba did trip himself, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But when you see it on the TV, you think he's been tripped, and then it's not until he gets slowed down and then you see that Pogba's tripped himself.
Okay, question, Kevin. Question: do they trip themselves like that on purpose? Yes or no? Straight up. Do they do that? Do they know they're kicking the back of their leg?
I think they probably do, because let's be honest, they go to a player like we've said about the game a minute ago. You was talking about. They deliberately will go, I'll go over here because I know he's gonna. If I cut across him, he's gonna catch me, and I'll get the ball. I'll get a free kick or a penalty. They know it.
I've fallen over
Back of your own leg, you fall naturally, didn't you?
Granted, yeah, I fell over plenty of times playing football. Not like Greg Perch nearly fell over that time.
Oh,
let's not talk about that.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I've still got that video. That's class. Shout out to me, by the way.
I should put a link in the description for that.
You cannot tell me that these players at professional level are kicking the back of their calf muscles accidentally on a regular basis.
They know full well what they're doing.
But only when they're in the box.
Yeah, the only reason they do it, obviously, so there's no backlash. They can say, "Oh, I've tripped up." Do you know what I mean? I didn't on purpose. I tripped up, and the ref gave it, so it's like, "Oh, it's okay." Basically, it's not a dive then. It is.
Yeah, it's a fucking good way of doing it.
Yeah, you think how many penalties Ben Gallen would win in the Premier League?
Ben Gallen wouldn't get the ball in the Premier League, Dean.
Mate, he goes down. When he goes down, though, Woody, he looks good.
I know he does. I know he's done me a few times. Yeah. So I know that.
Who is it? Oh,
it's the somersaults. It gets unnecessary, doesn't it? The backflips.
He does the one with all the thingies do. What's Harry Kane does? So Ben sees the ball coming, backs into it, ball coming, goes, ah!
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, but the worst
man, isn't he? The man. You all wish you had him.
Harry Kane gets it. He gets the free kick all the time.
Of course.
No, but how right? He backs into the player falls over him, and then they get the free. Harry Kane gets the free kick.
Does this. He literally looks at the referee, looks at the ball, and goes.
Yeah.
He's just so obvious. The ball's up there, and he's looking there.
I can't say much because Raheem Sterling gets most penalties. It's been proven he gets
for backing into players, or
like the thing is he gets most kind of like. He's gotten a few yellow cards from it, where it's not played well in his. But like the thing is,
when he dives in a better way than Harry Kane does, like he'll nick the ball away quickly and then wait to get touched and go down. Harry Kane knows he's going to go down while the ball's still in the air.
What I don't get with Harry Kane literally will still be on his feet, like standing up, and the players come over him. They're flying in the air, and everyone's like, "Yeah, definitely a foul to Kane." And it's like, what?
I hate when fucking people do that to you.
Harry Kane, boys. He's the golden boy.
But then we're skanky. We're skanky Man United.
You are skanky.
Tottenham are more disgusting than United. No one's saying you're not. I mean, even Dean will admit that.
Fucking skanky.
No, as a club, you are more disgusting than Man United and probably any other club in history.
I'll be honest, Kev will even admit, his first 2 months, they were fucking skanky as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about skanky results and before. I'm talking about a piece of shit, like, disgusting.
Oh, you mean Arsenal?
What do you guys think about Edison Cavani being banned for 3 games and £100,000 fine?
I don't, honestly.
Bernardo Silva had the same retrospective thing for sharing something with Benjamin Mendy on Instagram.
Oh yeah, the cartoon character, wasn't it? The ice cream character, was it or something?
Yeah, but that was a joke between them. They fully. I don't get you. If you're black and someone has a joke, and you've always grown up and they always take the piss out, and you're right with that. Do you know what I mean? You do it back to him, whatever. That's a personal thing. You can't say, "Oh, that offended the whole of society," but the person it was intended to actually thought it was funny. You know what I mean?
It's not aimed at you. No one atted you in it.
Did that happen before though, Paul? With Mendy again with Bernardo Silva.
That's what I was saying.
Same person, wasn't it?
Yeah. You're about 20 seconds behind the stream, mate.
Uruguayan, is it the Uruguayan FA have asked the FA to, because apparently they're because they're saying it's not offence in their country. They're saying he probably shouldn't have said it in England, but
they're offended by us finding it offensive.
Yeah,
know that. How does it know that that's offensive and not offensive? You know what I mean? He's got to check every fucking word before he says it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I'm not saying he should be banned or he should be fined or anything. But I just think the problem is
It sounds like you're encouraging racism, Kev. I mean,
but the thing is, Wayne Hennessy did the Nazi fucking salute, didn't get banned or anything until I didn't know who Hitler was.
Yeah.
Nothing. He did nothing. There was no fine, no ban, nothing.
Or Paulo Di Canio was fucking murder for shit like that.
Di Canio was a little bit different. He incited the Lazio. They didn't even come and stand and do it all. Like that was
I think it's internationally known that Di Canio could do what he fucking wants.
I'm sorry, but Di Canio is no Graham Souness, mate. He Galatasaray with that flag in the middle of the pitch. That's some G shit right there. Shout out to GS. G shit.
Easy.
I just think the thing with it, I'm not saying it should nothing should be done about it. I understand if you go to a country, you should be made aware. But I just think that they'll go and do something else to happen, and they'll get less. Someone else will get less, and it'll be like, look, you're not fucking do it. You know, I just.
Yeah. Do you think they're making an example because he's a Man United player? And
I don't think it's because it's Man United. I just think I think the FA are fucking stupid.
Just doing the PC shit that they
that's what
they're actually looking into it.
It's a quota to say that they've done it, so it's. I mean, Man United, to be fair, have just they've not gone. No, we shouldn't have been done. They've just look. We know he's not racist, and he. As soon as it happened, I mean, fuck me, it was pulled down literally like fucking half an hour after it happened. You know, I don't know. I just.
What did he actually say?
Social media.
Is it Negrito or something? Basically, it's a term of endearment to a friend in Uruguay. So it's not even like, it's not like he's doing it in an aggressive way or his friend's black or any. Because I don't think his friend was black. I think his friend was white.
That's crazier. That's even crazier.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It was an appreciation, and it's what that's why the FA, Uruguayan FA, has said it's not an offensive in our country. And he, he's not even using it in an aggressive way. It's just, I just think the FA is so fucking. They could have, fair enough, banned in one game and said, look, in the future, you just need to be more aware. But I just think it's fucking for $100 grand. Not that I'm bothered about the money, but in terms of bans, it's a bit fucking ridiculous, isn't it? Because normally they get fined like 10 grand for doing something fucking stupid.
I think they made an example.
It's at the wrong time to be saying shit.
Yeah, that's it.
Everyone's taking a knee.
Yeah, it's follow the quota though, isn't it? Because I suppose if they didn't do anything, it'd be like, well, you just let racism happen.
Yeah,
it was harsh. I know what you said. Like you, then you used the word on here, so obviously you're only banned for 1 week, and the fine's only 200 quid.
What word was it, Kenny? What word did he say?
I don't know. I can hear it.
Dean, if you've got the notes, Dean, can you quote the notes, please? What have you got written down?
I've got nothing on that one, mate.
Well, I honestly think it's kind of it's a balance, really. It's kind of like you really have to just be like.
Second half just kicked off there. Yeah. No changes for either side, I think.
Oh, but nobody called Paul a pikey or anything like that because we can't have. Do you know what I mean? People might get offended, so no, don't use that word. He's definitely not a pikey. If you know what I mean.
I'll
you know what a pikey is?
We're about to hear it from the horse's mouth, I assume.
I know.
No, in general, I wanker. In general, I don't think the Irish use the word pikey, do we?
No, they don't, because it's a derogatory term. So.
No, but as in we would just say travellers or scumbags or something.
Yeah, if you call a pikey they'll
uncle.
Is there anything?
What I mean is, I just think it's an English term for traveller.
Yeah, it is. It's actually calling you a cunt, isn't it? Really?
Dean, yeah. We can call you to get offended by.
What?
Yeah, call him a proper fan.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
Dean, you get offended. Don't want to offend you.
You would never offend me, mate.
Yeah, I don't think he's got the IQ to get offended. I think he really understands.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
You're an Arsenal fan, Dean. You're an Arsenal fan.
Fuck off.
You know what? Dean has got the smallest penis I've never seen, though, in my life. Honestly.
Well, compared to the black fucking...
He has got the smallest penis I've never seen. And I can confirm this because I've played football with him for about 12 years and I've never seen him take a fucking shower after the game. If that ain't insecurity, I don't know what is. I don't know whether he just never had a clean towel or what, but
He did have a clean cock. I see that.
I offered him some shower gel.
I had one shower once.
You lied. You lied.
On my mum's life, and I had to use Sean Sinnott's towel.
Pissed down with rain.
Woody, I had to use Sean Sinnott's towel because I didn't have a towel. I didn't have a towel.
When?
Yeah, he has
Sean Sinnott's towel. His old towel.
I'm not joking. I've played football with you when you look like you're blacked up for an event or something, yeah? And you put your clothes back on and gone home.
Every time.
Why? What's wrong with you?
I don't have a shower.
Mate, it must have been that, or you got a real spotty arse or something, mate.
I'll show you if you want.
Get it on stream, Dave.
We saw that during the fucking games. Why is Paul left at that exact moment?
I'm just getting a can.
He's trying to get the record button on. Get the record button.
Yeah, he's hiding his hard on.
Get the wipes.
Right, Kev, sorry, mate. We were talking about football at one point here, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you remember that?
Just showing the girls, keep them entertained.
Yeah, so, no, to be fair, we seem to be playing a bit better. We're not like headless chickens before, where obviously about a month and a half ago, we sort of put the lineup out and then everyone's just like running around. Seems to be, a bit more organised. Good to see Eric Bailly playing a bit more. If he can stay fit, he's so much more of an improvement on Lindelof. Just think he's, his last ditch tackle that he did. Not a tackle, his block. I think he's better. I actually think Eric Bailly's better for Wan-Bissaka as well. I think he's just a bit more vocal for Wan-Bissaka, so I think he helps him as well.
He had a good game, didn't he?
Sorry?
Wan-Bissaka had a good game, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He had a good game. He's still...
Usually does, though, doesn't he?
He's still young, right? I know he doesn't do... I mean, his attacking play is getting better, but I think he's still young. Obviously, it comes back because he cost 50 mil. That everyone thinks 50 million, he should be good, should be Trent. No one's Trent, right? But Wan-Bissaka, I'm not being funny, Wan-Bissaka's a better defender. He can defend, where attacking-wise, Trent just fucking hands down is a million times better than him.
Trent's shit, for me.
He's not, I wouldn't say he's shit, but...
he's for me.
No, I wouldn't say he's shit, but if you had to pick the best defensive right-back in the Premiership, I would say Wan-Bissaka all the time. Because he's just got these legs and he's speed, but he's just got those legs that just, somehow gets the ball all the time.
Kyle Walker.
Sorry?
Best defensive right back at the moment is Kyle Walker.
Nah.
Kyle Walker's so bloody consistent, though. He's
yeah, but I wouldn't say Kyle Walker's the right back, though. He's more of he's sort of moulded into that sort of wing back, sort of in the centre back, the three of the centre backs role.
Yeah, if you look at Kyle Walker and Cancelo, the way they play, they're basically right wingers that defend sometimes.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'll go with Bissaka because I do see Kyle Walker get skinned quite a lot.
Liverpool claiming for a penalty here.
That split second.
What's happening?
Liverpool claiming a penalty for a handball. It's gone to VAR. I think it's going to be. No, I think it's corner. No, nothing given.
No?
No, nothing given. Just corner.
Woody,
yeah.
I've got a question here live from Ben Gallant, if you want it.
Okay.
He's asked, are you being held by terrorists? Your beard looks like you haven't seen daylight in years and someone's making you shoot your ransom video.
Yeah. Do you know who's holding me ransom? Barry, your dad.
Yeah. Oh, good luck escaping his clutches, mate.
He's got me on all fours and he keeps whipping me with his fucking rhythm stick. So
you look like you're really struggling with it, though, Woody, to be fair.
Oh, proper, mate. Proper.
Don't take long, does it? It's amazing, really.
It's nice to know
that, the other week.
It's nice to know that Ben's taken an interest in my beard, to be honest, because he never took an interest in me when I played football with him. So thank you, Ben. I appreciate that. And one day you'll be able to grow a beard like this too when you grow up.
Your facial expressions are brilliant.
Comedian. You know what it is? I'm halfway in between playing FIFA and all, and I've got this young lad's a mustard, I tell you. Adeyemi up front.
Man United, let me just have a quick check, see who we got. Anyone think, where do we reckon Grealish is going in the summer?
Nowhere.
Oh, definitely to you.
Maybe Bogner for a holiday, Bogner for the weekend.
Raiola wants a payday from Pogba. That's a given. He's either going to PSG or back to Juventus.
I think Pogba's going. But do you actually think we would go for Grealish? Because he's not going to be cheap.
I don't think.
Like you go for Grealish, you have your position in the attacking midfield because he's not a defensive midfielder. He's a central attacking midfielder.
You've already got Bruno, like Kev, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's like as much as I would say yes to him, but then it comes to that thing where you got another class player and he needs to play a lot.
You put Grealish on the right, put Grealish right wing, Rashford left, and then.
Yeah, but they're so bloody obsessed with Sancho, and you're going to pay over the odds for Sancho.
Like
it's for the weekend, like it.
It's one game though, Dean, isn't it?
I know, but
we left Sancho go. We didn't give him a chance, but that's grand in the hindsight. But he would have gotten a chance over Phil Foden, and Phil Foden
But the thing is, right? I'm not saying Sancho isn't a good player, but do you actually think he'd be like take this season out of thing because obviously he's not been that great this season? But last season, obviously, where he's banging in for Bristol, could you actually see him do that in the Premiership? Because I don't think he would be doing that as well in the Premiership. Myself.
I don't think he would.
Do you think he would?
Defensive? No, I don't think he would. Defenses are not the same. You know,
he gets so much room in the Germans League. That's the thing. Like, you look at his goals that he used to get or his assists. He'd just skin one or two players. I'm not saying just skin them. You don't get that chance in the Premiership, do you?
No, there'll always be strikers that will score goals. Like you look at Aubameyang, right? Yeah. You could tell from the type of goal he scores, the way he plays football, his pace, and all. You can tell that he could play in any league and he will score goals.
Like Haaland,
yeah, 100%. Haaland, you stick him in the toughest league in the world right now. He's still bagging 25 goals on his first season.
Yeah,
he's that type of player. Yeah. But you've got the Sanchos, who for me are a bit like the Werners. They look great when they're playing in the German league against maybe slower teams that are more, tactically less aware, maybe just push up against them. I don't care. Against Dortmund and Bayern Munich, a lot of teams will just go all out. A bit like the dominance of Liverpool or Chelsea. You think, how do I defend City when they're on? How do you defend against a team like that? You've been proven if you sit back in a structure, they'll beat you.
Yeah.
You've got to go for it. So in them games, they go for it and they get caught out all the time. Yeah. And Sancho looks amazing. He gets time on the ball. I don't think he would have. I don't rate him as much as everyone or Man United.
I'm not being funny. I don't think he's as good for England. Like, do you know what I mean?
Think he's a good player, but I don't think, like you said, if he was in England all the time, and like Paul just said, I don't think he'd have got his chance to come through. I really don't. He'd have got it in fits and starts, but he'd have had to go somewhere else to get regular football.
Yeah,
I'm not being funny, but like Leroy Sané, Bernardo Silva, and Raheem Sterling, you're going to have to compete with for that winger spot.
And he wouldn't have got the
Gnabry though, would he? Do you know what I mean? He's gone out there. He could come back to the Premier League right now and kill it.
Exactly. What about Saka? What about Saka?
Could he come back to the Premier League and stuff?
Why are you laughing, Kev? Saka's getting a shout, isn't he? Who put
Kenny, if Gnabry come back to Arsenal now, you're telling me he would smash it?
Yeah, 100% he would. But I want to know why we're laughing at Saka getting in England.
No, I meant Granit Xhaka.
All right, I don't know.
Gnabry's better than Sancho, isn't he?
Do you think Saka's better than Sancho or not?
Look at Kenny getting protected over his little son, Saka.
You don't think Gnabry's better than Sancho?
Martinelli's my son. Saka's my nephew.
But like honestly, like players coming back to the Premier League from Germany who didn't make Woody will look at this and be like, what the fuck did we do? Kevin De Bruyne going to Germany, making a name for himself, and then coming back.
He throws De Bruyne in Woody's face every week.
It's because I'm his brother. That's what it's. That's what it is. I'm De Bruyne with the beard.
Woody De Bruyne. Do you not know that was his second name? Woody's his
didn't
first
you
name.
beat them once? Didn't Chelsea beat
2-0? Yes.
2-0.
Yeah.
De Bruyne brace.
Yeah.
You was there, weren't you?
I was there. It was a good day. It was a very good day.
But like you could say the same with Mo Salah as well. Like,
yeah. Now you're just taking a piss, Paul. You're being out of order now, and there's no need for it. That's bad marks against you.
I think you're right though, Willie. Coming back to some players that go to Germany, like you can tell most of the time, like you can say, yeah, no, it looks good, but I reckon he's still doing the Premiership. A bit like Cavani. We sort of saw him in France. You knew that he he could do it in the Premiership because you just knew he had that quality. That's my thing about Sancho. They're going to want like near what is it like 100 million euros, 100 million pounds, whatever it is. It's going to be something like that.
How many goals has Cavani got since he's been at United?
I ain't got the stats with me. I know you like the stats.
Got a feeling it's two.
Do you know what? The only striker I could say that I've always thought would be world class in the Premier League that didn't cut it was Falcao. Because before he got his serious injury, when he was at Porto and Chelsea wanted him, I was like, mate, he scored them 4 goals against us in the bloody Super Cup, wherever it was. I was like, he's just unreal. And then
he had 2 chances. He had United as well as yourselves.
Yeah, but he was just sort of over it then, and he'd already had his bad knee injury. He wasn't after that knee injury. He wasn't the same player.
No, he wasn't. Like
he
you could still he had bits about. He just weren't the same. It's a shame because when we got him, like, and it was like out of nowhere. You're like, fucking hell. We thought, 2 right, and I can.
It was the same. Sorry, Kev. It was the same window. We actually got Danny Welbeck from you. So you got Falcao. We got Danny Welbeck.
Yeah, that was his replacement.
He scored more fucking goals than he, Danny Welbeck.
Yeah.
You want to see FA Cup
against us? That's the only time he scored was against us.
Yeah, exactly. Big games.
What's going on, Joe?
Did he win the FA Cup for us?
Joe?
Yeah, bastards.
Joe?
Yes, mate.
Thanks, happened, man.
It's pretty much all Liverpool set.
I don't know what's happened. Thanks happened. So
I'll be in a minute, will ya? Shush.
I'll stay with Joe.
Yeah. It's all Liverpool so far, second half. Really going for it there. Mane had a decent chance of setting a goal. It was a really good tackle to stop it from being 1-1. We're on the attack here now. Southampton clear from the box. They look like they might be able to break away here.
Is it Southampton attack?
No.
Fuck.
Liverpool have the ball.
Shit.
But
yeah, nothing's happened, man. You're making out like something's happened.
Stick with him for another minute.
No, nothing's happened. I'm looking at live score right now.
I've just seen Dean's floor.
Oh, it could be a penalty.
Live score's really slow, mate.
It has. I've just seen Dean's floor. It's full of shit. He shit himself. That's what it is. Something has happened.
Kenny, by the way, Cavani scored 4 goals.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. Lacazette's got that many this week.
What?
That could be a penalty to Liverpool, surely.
Oh, really?
It could be.
What's happened, Joey?
I don't know if it's gone to VAR or not, but that's a foul in the box on Mane.
It's been suspended for about 5 minutes now.
If that was
that's how you know, because it's Bet365 suspended your bets.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. On the quickest, go Sky Bet.
Oh, I see. Right, Joey. Sorry, man. Tell us what's gone on.
Mane beats Kyle Walker-Peters into the box. I mean, he fouls Mane. Okay, given that Mane's not really going anywhere, he might get a toe end on it and might get a cross in. Who knows? But I mean, Kyle Walker-Peters has fouled him. It's not even gone to VAR. I think that's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, do you reckon they suspended the betting, Dean, because they thought maybe VAR was going to have a look at it, or what?
Oh no, it's off now. Lovely.
So nothing happened.
But no. It was going to go to VAR, wasn't it? Obviously.
That should have at least gone to VAR for someone to check, because it's a foul. It is a foul. That's outside the box. It's a foul. I don't know.
A penalty. Do you reckon it's worse than the Werner one yesterday? Like more of a blatant penalty than that.
Well, let's just say he swings his leg, whereas you look at that one, he doesn't actually swing his leg or anything like that. He just uses his body and he's on his feet and stuff. But look,
was it a clear and obvious? If the ref saw that and didn't give it, would you say it's a clear and obvious error, or is it like 50-50?
I would, yeah. I think that's a foul personally. Yeah.
Do you know?
Look at everything.
Do you know with the VAR, right? You have fixed cameras at different positions on the field, right? But Sky have their broadcast with enough cameras to tell when a fucking worm tackles a beetle, like they can see a fucking blade of grass. I honestly think, why not have like the VAR assistant in the TV studio where they can just go, okay, let's just pull this up from this camera. They can get any fucking angle on them.
Yeah, our cameras seem to be better than the fucking VAR cameras, don't they? Because they confuse it. And their lines are never straight. Their lines are like a fucking zigzag.
Yeah. Well, like Tammy Abraham's goal against Arsenal, he was fucking offside, wasn't he?
No,
They make their lines up. You're like, that ain't fucking square. Where are you getting this line from?
No.
Dean, I love you very much too. But like, honestly, like, what I think having too many fucking cooks in the VAR desk, like, you know, I honestly
broth, mate. Spoiling the broth, Paul, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Like fucking, like what I think is.
Did you come up with that now?
No, right? The cook spoiled the broth. You'd swat. You never heard that.
Well, I honestly think.
Come on, do me a favour.
We need to check the VAR.
Give me some fucking credit. What are you saying?
I think if the referee needs to check something in VAR, right, it shouldn't be someone external. It should be the referee and one other linesman, or like two of the linesmen checking the same feed, going, okay, let's have a vote. What needs to be?
Do you know what I should do? They should just put it to a live vote to the fans and just take what the fans' majority is. Just go, yeah, that was.
Don't ever fucking let the public decide. Fuck me.
Imagine that. Imagine how crazy it'd be. One day the ref will go over to the linesman, talk to him, and actually make a decision. This is gonna be fucked up when that happens.
That would happen.
That's crazy.
Joey, is this something you're gonna come back to if you end up fucking dropping points here or not getting any points whatsoever?
No,
is it that bad a decision?
We've still not. I don't even think we've had a shot on target yet. So no, not really.
You didn't have many against who was you like? Was it West Brom?
Yeah.
We started off well in the first half, and then you didn't really have any other fucking chances other than that, did you? Or at least not on target. Is that the right game?
Yeah. Whereas Newcastle, their keeper got man of the match, I think.
Yeah, but at West Brom, you didn't challenge.
West Brom we were shit.
Yeah, you didn't give him much to do, did you? And now what minute are you in now? 60?
63rd, nearly 64th. It's all Liverpool this half. It's attack versus defence.
But you're not getting anything on target.
We haven't got any shots on target. We've had a few good efforts. Good
changes.
Southampton. There's been 2 penalty shouts. One for me was a penalty. The other one went to VAR, wasn't a penalty for a handball. You've seen them given.
Both for Liverpool, both penalty shouts.
Yeah, we shouldn't be fucking looking for VAR to help us out anyway, though. We're doing well enough. That final product isn't there at the moment.
You think it's coming though?
It does look like it's coming.
What changes would you make?
There's not much options on the bench really. I think there was only Divock. And Shaqiri's come on already for Chamberlain, so I don't know.
How did Chamberlain look?
Yeah, okay, I suppose nothing special.
Random start, that, isn't it? Did you not think it was?
Yeah, I think Klopp knew recently we hadn't been scoring, so he went with a bit more of an attacking lineup, and it hasn't worked out so far because we still haven't had a fucking shot on target. But we are looking much better this half. And Chamberlain, he was okay, nothing special.
All right, well, until that happens, Dean, you better talk about some Tottenham, didn't you? We haven't had that.
One question for Kev and Paul quickly, if that's all right.
One question only.
Well, it's a two-parter really. First one is, how do you think the game's going to go Wednesday? Because you're playing each other in the semi-final. And secondly, does anyone know? Does it go to extra time or straight to pens?
Straight to pens,
doesn't it? Because I think you're trying to cut out the playing time. I think straight to pens, isn't it?
It used to be 2 legs, home and away.
Yeah, that's it.
Now it's Old Trafford. Whoever gets drawn first is the first team. So United have home advantage, but there's no fucking fans, so there's no advantage really.
Good game, I think.
I honestly think the way we played against Chelsea, it would be more entertaining than the Premier League fucking derby at Old Trafford.
Yeah,
I think City might just because they love the cup, don't they? They love this cup.
I hope that City do turn up because that will be an interesting game there. We'll see how you get on, Kev.
I think it'll be a close game, but I just think City love this cup. I'm not being funny. As much as it's a cup, I would much rather go for the league and the FA Cup. So,
you think if it's City that play Chelsea, you think if they turn up against United, do you still think it'll be a close game?
Yeah, because I think we've improved. We've improved a lot. You know?
Mate, I turn up. I think they're pounding anyone.
No, we're defensively we're getting better. So, and to be fair, we don't seem to like. It's the lower teams that we used to have trouble with. The teams who play above us or around us, we seem to do a lot better. So,
Kev's got no fear, Paul. of you guys whatsoever, or you. He actually has no respect for you.
Look, I honestly think our record in the Carabao Cup, like we were on our third in a row. So like if we win it, it's 4 in a row.
Oh, Paul, don't.
Third is the Irish word for third, by the way.
I wasn't going to pick up on that. I'm glad you did, Kenny, because I thought, what turd has happened here? As soon as you said turd, I was thinking,
well, that turd at old Stamford Bridge. Yeah, they won't be there.
Shit himself again.
We've been back to back in this competition. We beat Chelsea and Arsenal.
There's no need for that, Paul.
I mean, why? It's just a low blow. We're on your side here now.
Just so we won a couple of games. Do you know what I mean?
Take one beer and that's it.
Yeah, you've changed, Paul, man. Honestly.
Perhaps you, man. You used to
Peace, didn't you?
I used to be cool, man. I used to be cool. But honestly, the way we played against Chelsea gives me enough confidence. I know there will be rotation.
Can I say, do you reckon you both go strong, or?
I think we'll go strong, but like with kind of rotation in mind. So like
yeah, you can rotate and still be strong. That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, we play on the Saturday against Watford. So when do you play, Paul?
We play Sunday and Tuesday. Yeah. But we've only got that Marine, haven't we, in the FA Cup? Marine, they're like Leighton Town level.
Only.
Marine.
Yeah, Marine.
When you got Brentford? Tomorrow.
Tuesday. Tomorrow.
But no Lamella.
No Lamella. Well, apparently he's been out, hasn't he? Fucking.
What do you mean? When does Lamella ever play? We never see him.
Kenny's
in news when he's out. Oh, Lamella's out this week. Well,
yeah, Ledley
King. Tell me when he's back. I ain't seen the
Ledley King. It's Ledley King, mate. Just think of that.
No, he's nowhere near. How many times has Lamella played this season?
I don't know. Probably 2 or 3.
Why the fuck are we talking about him not being available for a game?
Because he got caught on Christmas Day, didn't he? Out with his family and that, and out with Lo Celso's family, out with Lanazzini's family. He's got 20 of them.
Yeah, I did see that, but he's not going to play anyway. That makes no difference.
Oh, he was back. Apparently, he's back from injury.
So what? They all had Christmas together. Fuck it. Who cares?
He was on the bench against not Leeds.
Still pissed off he didn't get invited.
I am pissed off I didn't get invited. I know. I've seen him on the box. I mean, it just fucking frustrates me.
Practically family. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, Dino. Come on, man. Talk us through some shit.
Kenny, to be fair, there's not much to say, man, but our Leeds defence is absolutely awful. Like,
yeah, they let me down, man. They did let me down. I was looking forward to a good game as well.
If they were half decent at the back, that would have been a tight game as usual. But the fact that they were so shit, they were good going forward, don't get me wrong, but fucking hell, they were shocking at the back. And that's the only thing I can say there. They were just shocking at the back, man.
Were they good going forward against you?
Yeah, they were. I mean, they were. It's just that end product. Like, Bamford missed a couple of chances.
But they don't do that normally.
They had more possession. They had better plays. Like,
where does everyone think Leeds are going to end up by the end of the season?
Mid-table, where they are now.
Do you think mid-table? They're not going to go
further? Yeah, because I think half the teams they play, they'll probably beat them because like they're a bit lower down. But they're a good team. I think they're just going to get smashed.
I think they remind me of like Stoke. Like they overachieve one season and then they'll kind of like plateau kind of like towards January, February, and then like literally just stay kind of comfortably mid-table.
Yeah, I reckon.
I think, Kenny, they were pretty much all over us for like the first 25, 26 minutes, and then we got a penalty that shouldn't have even been a penalty.
Yeah, but they didn't look as fucking, like, they didn't have the killer instinct that they do.
No, that's
like
only they were missing.
Stuff like that. I credit to Tottenham. I mean, you defended well. You defended well throughout the team, not just at the back, but it was just, I don't know, they just let me down a bit. I think they could have done a better job.
The thing is, though, he gets them to play out from the back, don't they? The amount of mistakes they've made from playing out the back, it's just ludicrous. What are you doing? But he's to carry on like that.
He won't change it, will he?
You
try and score more than you, and that's it.
It works against attacking teams, like the top 6 attacking teams. It works against Liverpool. It works against Man City.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't work against defensive teams like Spurs.
Yeah.
You know, Spurs have the attack, but like when you have the defense like Spurs do, like it just is ineffective.
I think it shows the levels in leagues as well. Like you play in the Championship, I see it so often as well when you watch Championship football. You can make those mistakes where you leave a one-on-one situation and they don't always score from it. you make a mistake against a Premiership team, no matter if they're top or bottom in the league, they punish you. Even if it's Fulham, if it's fucking Tottenham who are shit, whatever. But just any team, defensive, attacking, whatever, you make a mistake and you leave a situation where there's a possible goal. 9 times out of 10, they capitalise.
Yeah.
So I think in Championship they got away with it maybe more, and they were allowed to win the games that maybe they didn't really deserve to win. But in the Premier League, you're going to get caught out all the time.
Well, I mean, they're still, look at their position in the table, man. For the first, that's not bad. I mean, to play that style, and like you say, they are getting caught out, and it doesn't always go their way. But does he stick with it? Because he probably would have took 12 for the start of the season, wouldn't he?
He won't change it.
That's his philosophy, mate. That's his philosophy. What he needs to do is buy better defenders.
That's it.
And once he gets better defenders that understand that exactly style of attacking football, I think they'll be a good force.
Mustafi's for sale. Mustafi's for sale.
Mustafi, mate. No one wants
him. Lovely.
I'll tell you who does want him. Red Bulls. Leighton Red Bulls are after someone. I don't know if he'd get in their team, to be honest, Getty. But...
Nah, he wouldn't get in the side, no. What's the matter, Joey?
Shaqiri's shot from the edge of the box just fucking blazed over. It just feels like it's going to be that day.
Yeah, you're running out of time, man. We got 15 minutes left.
But yeah, 17, something like that. On my clock, anyway.
Yeah.
He's sitting there all smug.
Yeah, he's trying to make it look like he's not. Are we going to hear a little cheer at you if they lose this game, Kev?
Yeah, it'd be good.
Joey, would you be happy with just a draw?
I'm not being funny. They go and smash us when we play them. It sort of, puts us back in our place. So,
What about you, Paul? Will you give a little cheer if Liverpool lose this game?
Look, honestly, I honestly think the way we played against Chelsea, and if we have the game in hand, if we play well, I don't care.
We played well against them as well, Paul.
We can catch up.
You're going under the radar a bit, Paul, aren't you? Do you know?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not saying I'm confident or anything. I'm just saying we are in with a shout of it. But if Spurs improve, they're the title races still a long.
Spurs ain't in no title race, Paul, man. Fucking hell.
I don't know if you've mentioned, Paul, but when you played really well against us.
Yeah, but Chelsea can do it as well. But you just have to turn it around after.
No, you've seen the odds though. Chelsea's 50-1 now.
That's just your proper shit. You're basically
Fucking hell, I'll put a bet on them 6-1. 2 weeks ago.
The thing is, right?
What's that, Joey?
What?
Joey
wants to play the ball into the box into a bit of space, but just pass. Come to nothing.
Fucking hell.
Would a draw be satisfactory tonight?
Well, do you remember the other day we were saying that draws are useless? The only time it is okay is when you usually get a last-minute winner, when you last-minute goal when you're losing. It feels like it could be that sort of game where if we do get the draw now, you'd have to take it. But I mean, it's all fucking hard. Apart from their goal, they've had fuck all chances. They've had a few shots from distance, but that's it.
Didn't you laugh at me earlier, Kev, when I said Liverpool ain't winning this game?
I know you're getting good at Joey's predictions now because Joey's normally bang on with the predictions.
Yeah.
Yours, I just don't know because I think sometimes you're just fucking about and you think I'm just going to say this.
I know my shit, mate.
It's that sarcastic smile that you have.
Boy, as long as you know that, that's fine. Yeah. So overall, though, Dean, happy? 4 goals.
Happy, but fucking hell.
4 goals.
Against any other team in the Premier League, I think that's a tight 1-0, if not 1-1, like usual. I don't think it's going to change our season. You know what I mean? I'll let the next few games play out because
3-0, wasn't it? I keep thinking it's 4-0. I think I'm confused.
It should have been 5. Fucking we missed loads of chances, but Bergwijn keeps missing flat out.
What, Burger and Wine?
It was 7 yards out for one of them. Turned the geezer perfect and just smashes it over the bar fucking hell. But yeah, we'll see. I ain't gonna say nothing on that. It's just fucking no shit, mate. Their defence is shit. Sorry, Leeds, but fuck me.
Are you linked with everyone in Leeds that's watching this right now is furious?
Yeah, nah. But fucking hell. I might be a good team in their defence. Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, we have a big following in Yorkshire.
Yeah. What's are you hearing any transfer rumours come out of Tottenham, Dean? What are they talking about in January? Send Bale back.
Nothing really.
Definitely send Bale back. Double postcard that shit.
I keep hearing that Sabata
gone back, isn't he?
from
He's
Leipzig.
going back.
Return to sender.
Yes, Paul.
Okay.
Fernandes, he's going. Genson Fernandes, he's gone back, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's going back.
Had him on loan with an option to buy, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Chelsea.
fuck that. He's not good enough.
He's not played the season, has he?
Apparently, we're after a striker as well. I don't think he's happy with Vinicius.
No, it's not really worked out for him, has it? But then
Nah, we can send him back as well.
How do they get played in front of Kane and Son? You got to do something pretty spectacular to get in front of them.
Yeah.
Well, anyone that comes in, I think did we talk about this last week?
Yeah, we said.
Yeah, they know they're going to play second fiddle.
Yeah, and the thing is, the person that comes in has to be pretty good to try and stop them two the way they are on form.
Well, Dean thinks he could still slot another striker into that side and play Kane and Son.
Yeah, 100%. I'd love to see that. Why can't we play two up top? Or even like Costa, if we've got Costa up front, Kane just behind, Son, Berg one.
Because it's not like Kane won't get back if he's playing in a 10 role, because he does that anyway.
Don't let him get back. Let him full stay up there and fucking rest you defend it.
Yeah, Mourinho don't do that though, does he? He likes Kane playing a centre back when you defend.
Yeah, but he does like Kane dropping in and playing the balls out wide and that, as he has been doing. He keeps setting people up. I think that would work perfect. I think because the defenders would be like marking Costa, that would just be a nightmare in itself. Kane would get all the space in the world. I just think that
Costa's little flicks and Kane's pace, mate. That'd be a great little partnership.
Yeah, do you know what? Now you say that, I think that would be fucking deadly with Son on the left, Costa. You know what I mean? I do.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I haven't watched Costa that much in the last year, so I don't know what his form's like. I don't know how he's playing. I don't know if he's the same striker he was.
Funny you say that, Woody. I watched a video on him last night on YouTube.
Yeah, what, this season?
Yeah, this season, yeah.
How's he been
his
playing?
best moment?
Yeah, it's all right, mate. Scored a couple of goals, fucking still strong, like playing lovely balls and that.
So any centre back going into that game be shitting themselves, wouldn't they? Playing Costa, Son and Kane.
Still aggressive, Woody. Still aggressive, mate.
Yeah, that was his best part of his game. Don't get me wrong, he had class, but he's in your face and he just ruffled so many feathers. He disjoints your team, doesn't he? When he plays against you, he's one of them people that even though he's good, his quality is being a horrible bastard to play against. Do you know what I mean?
I'm just hoping Mourinho. I know we ain't going to get it. I'm dreaming, but he does. If Mourinho somehow does it,
Can you imagine him at Tottenham? He could be like for one season, he could be just mess it up, and you wouldn't know what to do with Tottenham, would you? Because you used to Kane and Son, and then fucking got Costa just fucking about being a pain in the arse.
It would be a lot. I tell you, it would be a lot to deal with, man. I hope you don't get. I mean, he's suits
touch,
on.
wouldn't it?
Look at that. So he's turning me on.
Woody.
Yeah.
Did he play under Mourinho with Chelsea?
Yeah.
Bought him, weren't he?
Yeah.
Mourinho knows what he's getting into when he.
Yeah, he's managed it before, isn't he?
Yeah. I
don't think it's about that anymore, though, with Mourinho. You got to think he's got Daniel Levy above him. So Levy will not. He won't see that as a profitable. That's not a good business decision. It's good for the team. Don't get me wrong.
Mourinho's knocking on your Levy, right? Mourinho knocks at the door and he's like, "Look, this guy's going for free. I've managed him before. Trust me on this. Let's just get him in. We'll offer him 1 year."
Then Bale back. He's taking 300 grand on that.
Yeah.
That'll pay
him. We pay for Costa's wages. That's what we're paying.
How old is he, Dean, now, though?
What?
How old is he?
Costa's 32.
That's what I'm saying. And how big a contract do you think he's going to want? He's not going to want a 1 year contract. He'll take it fuck off. He's going to want at least a minimum of 2 years. So you're going to pay what, 100 grand for a 34-year-old a week? I don't think that's it might be. Some of them decisions are good. Some of them old strike. Look, Giroud's a perfect example that you don't just lose everything because of your age. So it might be. It's a chance though. It's a gamble you got to take.
For me right now,
is it worth it? It's a free transfer.
If I'm leaving now, Woody, and I'm paying 300 grand a week for Bale, I'm sending Bale back and I'm getting Costa in. I don't give a fuck if he's 35, 34, because Costa would do better. Costa would do better. And you're getting
I think he probably would.
Yeah,
I mean,
he would do better, yeah.
Better than Bale at the minute.
Yeah. Man, we're paying 300 grand a week
respect
for Bale,
mate. Ben Gallen would do better than Gareth Bale right now.
300 grand a week we are paying for Bale, and he's not even playing at all.
Dean, are you surprised about the Dele Alli thing? About that they're saying they don't really want him to go there. What happens? Want him to stay?
They want him to stay.
Yeah, they said they're happy for obviously Vinicius to possibly go, and obviously Genson Fernandes to go back, but they said that they want to keep Dele Alli, and I was a bit surprised. I'm not saying they're going to go want him to go like that, but I'm a bit surprised that they're still trying to. I just can't see that it's going to turn around for him.
No. No, it's not.
Nah, you reckon he's going PSG, Ali?
Well, they keep saying no, don't they? Sorry,
Poch.
they keep saying no. Unless they're trying to just get big money for you're not going to get big money for him.
Nah.
Not at all.
Will he play against Brentford? If he doesn't play against Brentford, then you know it's because you're trying to keep him fit to sell him out. Or
Kenny, I can near enough swear my whole family's life he will not start. I can near enough swear my mum's life he will.
Well, if he's not starting in that game, then he's out.
We are starting our main lineup. Endon will be the highest. Kane, Son. Our main team will be out.
That makes no sense. If you're looking to sell a player, play him against a shitter team so he looks mustard. His value goes up. That makes no sense.
If he gets injured, you think a team like Brentford, they're going to be going in hard against Tottenham, the lower league teams.
Mourinho's thinking, I've got to get the job done. I've got to get a trophy. He does not trust Dele in the slightest.
Yeah,
Dele's out.
He's a winner and he'll play strongest team against the shit team. I know he will, but if you want to get rid of Dele Alli, I'd let him shine against.
I'll tell you what, Woody, he'll play Dele Alli against Marine the week after. That's when he'll play. Because they're shit.
Yeah, but Dele Alli.
They are, though. Fuck me.
All right, so a better question then. If he doesn't play against that side, then will you think, right, he's definitely leaving this month?
Yeah. I think he's leaving either way, but I think he's leaving. I don't know about this month, but I don't know. I wouldn't start him. I wouldn't play him. I wouldn't even put him in the bench. He's not good enough, man. I'm sorry. For me, he's not good enough.
I'm so glad that this happened. I'm so happy that he's not playing every week because I couldn't stand to look at him. I hate Dele Alli.
I've said to Kev already, like United don't even use him. I'd rather Lingard, and they don't. I'd rather Lingard. Lingard can play football, and Dele Alli can't.
Lingard needs different. I don't personally. I mean, I think.
I would put it. I'd rather
I don't know if he would do much at Tottenham, but then he might. I don't know. Lingard needs to be in a new environment. I think
Lingard needs to go to a team like Brentford.
Yeah.
Lingard needs to go to a lower league to get a bit like Andy Carroll style. Do you know what I mean? He's a good player, but he needs to go to a lower league or a foreign league where it's slightly bit slower pace, but more skillful, tactical. He needs to do that.
A lot for him never to be picked for Man United. Like he's even just on the bench now, and he doesn't even like. It's just like he's gone from. It's just like not a chance.
They just offered him a new contract as well.
Yeah, no, you said that's just a triggered extension. That's what you would do in business, wouldn't you? It's just
Do you know what league would actually suit Dele Alli and?
They're not getting him a Cork City, Paul. They're not playing for Cork, mate. Forget it.
Jesus, we got fucking relegated. We're not having a great season.
Shot. It's going to go in. No. Jesus fucking Christ. Alisson came out of his goal. He probably didn't need to. A shot from a Southampton player. I don't know who it was, but it went under his legs and it was trickling in. Fortunately, we got back in time before it went over the line.
Who got back there for the clearance?
Sorry, mate.
Who cleared it? Who got back to the line?
I wasn't even concentrating. It could have been Fabinho, I think.
Joey, how long you got left, mate?
Would you take Dele Alli?
Stop it, son.
I wouldn't take Dele Alli. I don't know what's happened to him. I don't know why his form's so bad. Even when he's getting opportunities to play against shitter teams, he's really not showing any of the old Dele Alli that everyone enjoys. I think it's just a dip in form. I think when he was playing for Dons, it was a bit too easy for him. He looked great. And then he got the move and he still looked great. He turned it on, had really good, high in confidence, probably start of his new life. He's a Premiership player. He's probably buying this, that and the other. Everything's on the up. Then when you got to sustain that, that's when it peters out. And he's had a couple of bad losses and that with Pochettino, Champions League final, all that sort of thing, Dean. So maybe he's just to come down from that. He's just not really recovered from. Maybe he's lost a bit of interest. Maybe he's lost a bit of something. But he's
took him when he was on his prime, mate.
Yeah, definitely. You don't score goals like he scored, like that little tap round the corner, and them. You still got it. He's obviously a class player. You don't do stuff like that just a one-off.
He was different, weren't he? When he was on form, he was a different. Like, he was a nasty little bastard, like quite fiery, but he was something different. Like he weren't just your average.
He can go fuck himself.
Back over to Joey.
That's what I mean. There's a lot of people out there.
Joey doesn't like
never rated Dele Alli.
The box for us, and it is a clear foul. It's not a fucking foul. All game he's been like, fucking wrestled him. He's wrestled him to the floor, you prick. Fuck's sake.
Was it the Undertaker, the ref? Stone Cold substitution.
Rock bottom.
In answer to your question, Dele Alli and Lingard. I mean, I could quite easily see Lingard playing in Italy, if I'm honest with you.
I think that'd be the best bet for him.
Inter Milan.
I mean, I like the French league or the Spanish league for Dele Alli. I really do. You look at someone like Steven Nzonzi, Stoke. He was still a really good, good central midfielder.
Yeah.
He just looked different gravy when he went to Seville.
I wanted him then. I wanted him when he was at Stoke.
For Lingard, like Ajax, maybe.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good shout. I think that'd be too easy for him, though, Paul. If I'm honest, I think he'd see that as a big step down.
I think the Italian league would be perfect.
Might work.
Self.
Say that again, Paul.
Developmentally, it might work.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean,
back into a European level that's high.
Yeah,
but not as high as the Premier League, but it would just give him a chance to actually catch up. Dele Alli, I honestly think you could do Italy. You see players that aren't good enough for the Premier League anymore.
Pogba. Yeah, Pogba.
I'll tell you what it is, Wood, yeah. When Ali was on his prime in that year, this is when we had Poch in his prime, and we were all pressing as a team, and we were like that. And we had Moussa Dembele just behind. So anytime Ali lost it, which he did, he loses it all the time, you'd never really notice it because Dembele ain't out there just to kill it. You know what I mean? Now we haven't got that. You've
surprised he got away with that.
So Dele Alli will lose it, and they'll be on the attack straight away. Whereas 2-3 years ago, that wouldn't happen because you've got Moussa Dembele, people there that just get it straight away. That's what I think the difference is.
You know what? You raise a good point, and that brings me back to the Serge Gnabry point. Okay, you say, I'd rip it up in the Premier League now. I don't think he's that type of player. I think he gains confidence from playing against a shitter standard week in, week out. You see these teams in Champions League, Bayern Munich, they tear Chelsea a new one. And you think, Jesus Christ, they look like unbelievable when you play against them. And these players that couldn't cut it in the Premier League, they're superstars. They're superstars because they are at a confidence level because they're playing for an elite team in a shit league. That's why they're like that. And I don't think Serge Gnabry would come back to the Premier League and rip it up. I really don't. I think
when Munich played us last year, that Gnabry and that's fucking smashed us apart, man. And I'm thinking he's got.
Yeah, because what he's saying is mentally they're going into the game in God mode. Yeah, they're untouchable in their country. They're fucking winning every game. They feel like superstars, and everyone treats them like it. So it don't matter who you play when you're in that form, does it? Like
the mentality of a squad like that. When the whole team are feeling like that week in, week out, and you've had years and years and years of domination, it is that untouchable feeling. And of course, you're going to play like a superstar because nothing matters. You think you're better than everyone else. When you come to the Premier League as one player in a team that's maybe top 4, top 6, and you've got to go up against people that are going to kick the shit out of you, and you race past 2 people, but there's another 2 people chasing you still. It's not. It's a different level, and you don't have that.
If you were playing a centre back, right, and you go into a game. And you know early doors that this striker is going to be in your pocket all game. He will be. But sometimes you have that player and you'll see it and you'll go into a game and you're like, fuck, I know this geezer, man. He's going to be a handful today. You ain't going to perform as well, man, because subconsciously you're hesitant. Do you know what I mean? You're overcautious. There's loads of things, but you go in confident, you just play better. And like Woody said, you get that throughout a whole squad. That's why Bayern Munich always tear all of us up.
Well, like if you look at it this way, right? Bayern Munich have this kind of way of playing where they can rotate every fucking week because literally, they're playing, let's say, Hertha Berlin or something like that. They don't need to play a full-strength team against Hertha Berlin. And then they'll have Chelsea or they'll have United or someone in the Champions League and then just be like, okay, everyone's getting ready for that match, and you'll have these players who are like not at the standard of Bayern Munich, but like they're just there because they can rotate, so they can play well in Europe. Barcelona have the same thing as well. Like, remember, who did they get from Spurs who was like dog shit at Spurs? Paulinho.
Paulinho.
Oh yeah, shit.
They can play these players. They got someone from what defender did they get from Arsenal?
What
Paulista.
From Marlon.
Gabriel Paulista.
Oh, Police as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, you're about Barcelona?
Yeah.
From Marlon.
From Marlon.
Yeah.
And they will be rotated, but like they get rotated much more than you would in the Premier League, where everything is fucking like on it. Like you have to be on it against teams
it's not
like
competitive in the other leagues, nowhere near like it is in the Premiership. And that's why you can't, like you say, like Woody said, you make a mistake in the Premiership and it'll get pounced on. They do it in Spain, or the other leagues. It's not the same. Yeah, you get it now and again, but not all the time.
So, like, I honestly think, like, players like Dele Alli and, like, let's say, fucking Lingard, or, like, let's say,
Xhaka.
They go to a league that's not competitive like the Premier League. They'll get their game time, and
He's getting his game time now. All right, Joey, let's go to you, man, because there can't be long left.
Yeah, a couple minutes, just under 2 minutes now of extra time.
See, this is where you get to the point in the game where you think, even if we score now, we've still dropped 2 points, isn't it?
It'll be a point gain at this stage.
Yeah, it's definitely
feels.
But it's going to finish 1-0. There's a minute and a half left on
Paul's celebrating it. He's enjoying it, isn't he?
Rubbing his face a bit.
And you know what? We deserve to lose as well. I mean, we fucking, for the most of it, we've completely dominated the game. But if you don't fucking take the chances, it means absolutely nothing. I've said it before. It means nothing.
Hey, what is going on? Because you've still got Mane, Salah. What's going on for me?
The referee has totally killed you as well. This game, though.
Their lives.
Like, the referee has killed you.
That's probably going to be that. 1 minute to go. Corner to Liverpool.
I think every team's capable of doing this. I think we're all like it this season. Like we said, we was waiting for a team to run clear and start hitting form.
Yeah, true.
Maybe we won't, unless City continue doing what they've done against Chelsea.
Yeah, but what I will say is, I think the difference is we've dominated the Newcastle game, we dominated the West Brom game for 70 minutes, and we've dominated this game. We just can't fucking take our chances.
Yeah,
I've seen some other teams when they're in bad form and they've just looked shit. We just look shit up front at the moment.
well, like Man City had a goal drought for the longest time as well. Timo Werner's having a bit of a goal drought. Chelsea are going through a bad period, but Spurs went through a little bit of a bad period against Newcastle and teams like that. I don't think the top six are consistent. Like we drew way too much. You know, we won games, but we drew way too much as well.
Do we think Arsenal have got a chance of creeping into this top six?
No,
100%.
Yeah.
Because bear in mind, we're fifth.
Yeah.
We're fifth. It's only goal difference that puts us right down the league. If you actually look at it, we're joint fifth.
How long do you think this will go on before there's like that uncertainty of who's going to be wet, like a rough idea? Do you think it'll be like 6 weeks and then you'll get an idea of where things are going to shape up, or do you think it's going to be
it's
like
so tight? It's so fucking tight.
If anything to go by, just the first half of this season, I think all the way to the end, you ain't going to know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Now, we're taking a shot. Fabinho. Ball into the box. That's fucking ridiculous. Full time. Should have just fucking crossed it from the corner. What the fuck were they thinking? Full time, 1-0. Hasselhoel's on the floor as if he's fucking won the league. He's actually crying. He is crying, I'm sure.
No, he's not crying. He's not crying.
He's either crying or praying. I don't know. He looks like he's crying, if I'm honest.
Is he fucking with you, Joey?
He does. He looks like he's crying without tears. You know how like you just fucking. Yeah, he's got his head in his hands.
Biggest fucking window.
And you know, I'm partly with that because we should have taken our chances, but we didn't. Yeah, he's crying. Fair fucks to him. That meant a lot to him. Fuck the ref though. Fuck the ref. He can go fuck himself. We should have had.
I bet the ref's crying as well, isn't
he says this. Mate, no one would have expected that. That's fucking madness, isn't it?
Yeah, that's like the thing is, like,
Joey, you was a bit surprised. You was a bit wary though, weren't you? You did.
I was, but I'll be honest with you. After watching that game, if you would have watched that game back, you'd have thought, "What the fuck were you worried about? One chance, all they had." And the chance where it was going to go in, but it was never going in the sense that we always had someone to cover the ball before it hit the line. But other than that, they did fuck all game, just defended, and that's Liverpool's kryptonite at the moment. If you sit back, you're going to get something from Liverpool. If you put 9 to 10 men behind the ball, you're going to get something against Liverpool. We can't fucking take our chances. We can't finish our dinner. It's pathetic. I'm pissed off.
If you look at it this way, right? If they didn't score in the first minute, it would have been a 0-0 draw the way it looked on.
Oh, Paul, shut up, mate. That's not rocket science.
Not now.
I went
Oh,
full with the
oh.
one there for a
Not
second.
now.
Oh, leave it.
I'm just winding you up.
It's too early. It's too early.
Joey, get off him.
Nah, you're right, mate. Fucking. That's all it was. That one chance, it would have been a draw. I don't think I'd still have been happy with a draw. But you don't deserve to win if you don't take chances. Simple as that. Hasselhoff, he's really fucking milking. Who are you fucking to the crowd to? There's no one there, you prick.
What was that to the crowd? So fucking
You fucking shake harder, boy. Fucking.
He's
And
still
Danny
in tier 4, tier 5.
And he looks fucking smug, doesn't he? Danny Ings. You let me go. Just because you were fucking injured, you prick. Now you got Southampton. You smashed him 20 goals. Twat.
Cut. Quick, Kenny, cut.
This is good for him.
He's something crazy.
It was a good goal, to be fair. It was a good goal. But it needed that. Otherwise, no one was scoring today. It was a really good finish.
But
Mate, that's proper Jekyll and Hyde, wasn't it? It's proper Jekyll and Hyde.
It's like passive aggressiveness. I'm just letting bits out and then, but
Well, Joey, if it was a worldie, you would be like, all right, fair enough. But it was a fucking cheeky goal, and that pisses you off even more.
Yeah.
And it's an ex-player as well.
Does this mean Man City won the league then?
I don't see it. It's too close to call at the moment.
Well, essentially, right now, as of right now, Man United are top of the league.
For
I know
fuck's
it says Liverpool are.
Let's end the stream there now.
Game in hand, and the second they play that, they have a point. The second they play that game,
Liverpool Man City have 2 games in hand, didn't they?
Yeah, City could go when they beat. I see that. If they beat Chelsea and win their game now, they go third, didn't they?
Yeah.
If City win their 2 games in hand, they got 35 points, so they'll be 2 points at the Liverpool.
But Aston Villa have got a game in hand as well.
Yeah, that's all.
This is bad form.
To 4th pot.
This is bad fucking form. What can he do?
So Aston Villa and Everton are the games in hand. So, like, if we get a result against, I'm actually more confident about playing Everton than I am Villa. Like, Villa are actually a decent side at the moment.
They're relentless when they win.
Yeah.
They are relentless.
Daniel Green's in the chat. He says United will be champions.
No, there's 11 points from 1st place to 14th. That is crazy.
Yeah,
reassuring. That's reassuring, mate.
Mental.
fuck me, we only had one shot on target the whole game.
Anyway, before Joey's outburst, I was asking, do we think Arsenal can get in the top 6?
Oh, I couldn't go on about Arsenal.
Isn't it? Shut up.
You can.
We're the informed team at the minute, mate. You can't leave us out of discussion.
Take it from, it's not called Top Boys anymore. It's called Arsenal Boys.
What do you reckon then? Serious answers. Is there a chance top 6?
Say top 6.
Yeah.
Top 6.
Because it weren't that long ago that this fucking idiot with a Tottenham shit in his background was asking about relegation battles. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we're 3 points behind you, whatever it is.
Warranted as well.
6 points.
I can't see Arsenal getting top 6 now. They're 6 points behind.
6 points, and you got a game in hand.
And they've got a game. They've got games in hand and that.
And there's a long way to go, mate. A fucking long way. Look how quickly things can change.
But then look at your form, Kenny. You've won the last 3 games, so you know.
Well, we keep that form up, Kev. We'll win the league.
Well, yeah.
It's as easy as that.
Maybe a little bit over the top there.
We've got winnable games, man. We have. We've got Newcastle in the FA Cup first. Then I think we've got Crystal Palace.
Oh, that's a tough game, mate.
Who are we saying for the FA Cup then? Or in the final?
Chelsea.
What, in the final?
Yeah, winning it.
Woody, do you reckon top 4 for Chelsea still?
No, not a chance, no.
No? Only not 4 points behind, though.
I know it's early, but I can't see us doing nothing with that. I really can't. Not the run of form on. Anything can happen, but I think top 6. I think top 6 would be.
You're only 3 points away from 4th spot, Woody.
I know, but at the moment, the way we're playing, I can't even see how we're going to score a goal.
Teams around there, though. You've got Villa and you've got Everton, you've got Leicester,
Arsenal,
Southampton,
Arsenal,
West Ham,
Arsenal.
Arsenal everywhere at the minute, aren't they?
We really are. We are. Fucking rightfully so.
They're everywhere but the top of the league, like, you know.
Right, mate. Every time he speaks, he cuts like a knife. He don't say much, does he?
Brutal.
He comes in to kill.
He striker here now. Like I've moved on from defensive midfield. I'm actually just going in full on attack now. Like
Nice.
What, with the can of Heineken?
that's it. Like I ran out from Murphy, so like
It matched the shirt, wouldn't it? Yes.
that's it.
All right, Joey, any closing statements, mate?
No, fuck it.
Does Hasanutin stop celebrating yet?
Yeah, I'm not watching it anymore now, mate. So I don't know. He's probably in there shagging the players now.
Sucking them all off.
That bus is going to be full of kids, isn't it?
That was their bonus before the game, lads. You win this one, you'll get a blowjob.
A blowjob and a sticky bus home. Yeah.
I've just gone back to Sky Bet now, set to see City, and they're now odds on to win the league. And Liverpool are now 3-1.
What?
From one result.
From one result, 3-1 Liverpool now.
Shocking.
They're as fickle as you are, aren't they?
Fickle.
What happens if United went and beat Liverpool
Yes,
then?
mate. That's
So you'd
Cedars
probably be
education.
favourite, wouldn't you? United are 6-1.
Really?
The Lindslade education, guys.
Yes. If I use any big words, sorry, slow me down.
I have to explain it with Dean and people I got around. When I say ambiguous, I'm like, no, I have to get a dictionary out and explain
Yeah.
what it means.
So, Dean, is good. Spurs is shit.
Spurs are the best team in the world. All right.
The Liverpool United games this month, isn't it?
Yeah. Couple of games away.
Mate, I'm fucking up for that. That's going to be a decent game, that.
Are we doing? That's going to be on a Sunday, isn't it? Sunday 4:30, I think.
United got a hard run of games, didn't you?
Nah, we're right.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Here we go.
Kev,
Here we go.
You got Man City in
Back to life. Back to reality. Back to life.
Kev, nice Shoreditch quiff as well, mate. Like that. Shoreditch quiff.
It's my gel's going a bit fluffy now. Yeah, so
Right then, boys, everyone happy apart from Joey?
I'm delighted.
happy note.
Having a great time. Fuck this.
Right then, boys, until next time, yeah?